Welcome back to the party, everybody. This is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you, and let's party. Welcome. Oh, tonight is gonna be fun. Assuming we don't get copyright claim. This is the first time we are covering this show, so I don't really know, but I see clips of it everywhere, so I think we are gonna be good. It is Financial Audit from Caleb Hammer. And if you're not familiar, basically it's exactly what it sounds like. You go into the show, you bring your credit card statements, he yells at you, why are you spending money on this? And all that stuff. But tonight, a very special episode where there's a trans socialist couple that comes on, and they let everybody know. It is the cringiest thing, and we are going to love it. Shout out to King Nirvana. Welcome to the party. Very good to see you. We also got our co-host Morty in the building. Don't forget, guys, that every donation comes with a treat for Morty. Welcome. As always, guys, if you can't hear the video, please do let me know.
We're so anti-American.
No, we're going to Germany. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Are we sure we're not just fleeing because we can't survive in the system because we haven't put in a single ounce to learn?
We can absolutely survive in the system.
This doesn't look like surviving in the system. This is a pile of debt.
I'm not in the belief that money should exist.
What are we doing here?
You're not a little victim in everything. You have a little thing called doing sometimes.
We need 12 grand by September. That's when we're getting out of here.
Good thing we don't believe in money. Download my new simpler budget app today and take control of your money once and for all.
I mean, I don't know about that app, but I definitely could use some budgeting help. But that is a little sneak peek into what we are getting into.
Hello, I'm Elliot. I'm 24 years old.
Hi, I'm Mateo. I'm also 24 years old.
So I think we have a male and a female. The facial structure and the way the hair is coming in makes me believe that this is essentially a straight couple dressing up. And I think this is definitely a male, and I think this is a female, but I'm not sure. We will see. Yeah, right. Based money shouldn't exist. Not quite how they mean it. Shout out to Dylan Soup. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Financial Audit. It is. We've got Mateo and Elliot, a trans socialist couple that doesn't believe in money. Let's see what they're doing.
We're from Portland, Oregon.
And
of course.
Thanks for coming over from Portland. You look like you're from Portland. You got the
Yeah, I don't typically watch the show. It is prolific. It is clipped prolifically on TikTok. So you can basically see an entire episode without ever clicking on the channel, which is why I'm hoping that we won't get copyright claimed here. But yeah, that one was bad. And they're so good at getting these guests that are just like, how are you surviving? And it makes you feel a lot better about your finances.
full man bun really stuck in 2012 there.
He does my hair. He chooses what the hairstyle is.
Yeah, that was me.
Really stuck in 2012 there.
Thank you.
We're starting a burger place with like metal chairs and stuff soon.
We are young. If you're on TikTok, you would find that hilarious.
What do we do for a living? Let's start with you.
I'm an auditor.
Who do you audit?
It's
Certainly not your finances.
inventory at Intel warehouse.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
work in the lab at Intel. I test the systems before we
So
send
both
out.
at Intel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got him a job at Intel.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. What do you make? Let's start there.
I make
Do you want me to answer this one?
Right off the bat, you want to talk about economics as a socialist, but you don't even know how much money you make an hour.
yeah.
Why?
I do the money in the relationship.
But you know what you make.
I make like 20
Like,
hours or $20 an hour.
He makes
You
me-
don't even know your hourly.
No, not really.
Wait, but how are you accepting a job trying to negotiate for rent?
Is that really that surprising? We've been talking endlessly over the last decade about how these companies are filled to the brim with these lefty people. So makes sense to me.
Raises, looking for a comparable or a competitor job, trying to make more money. How are we doing that without knowing what we're making out of the gate?
Intel has to do good enough for us to even approach the
yeah, I
raises topic.
can't even ask about
Yeah,
a
but you
raise.
could
Do well enough. Superman does good. You are doing well.
find there's other companies in Portland than Intel. Another job can be found. You need to know if you're getting paid competitively for your space, but you don't know that if you don't know what you're making. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big thing that people don't really realize, that you're rarely going to have big bumps in your pay staying with the same company. That's why people don't do that anymore. In I mean, I wouldn't. I don't want to say maybe Gen X. I'm not really sure how that, but certainly when the boomers were starting to get jobs out of high school and college, the expectation was that you were going to stay with that company for your whole life, and that raises and promotions and stuff would come. But unfortunately, that's not how it works anymore. So the only way to get increases in your pay is to job hop, because they're just not going to give you more than like a 6% raise or something. Whereas if you get a new job and you're like, oh, I make this much, but I want this much, you get a little bit more on the table. Dylan said it does make sense. I'm just always in shock. Not surprised, but shock. Fair enough.
Another job can be found. You need to know if you're getting paid competitively for your space, but you don't know that if you don't know what you're making. Okay. Fine. What is made?
He makes 19 an hour. I make 20.50 an hour.
You said 20. Okay. And yours is hourly what?
$20.50 an hour. As,
okay.
as
So we're really not that
contractors to
different.
Intel.
How many hours a week
Yeah.
are we working?
40.
Shout out to Zippy DSMLE. Welcome to the party. A little bit TMI, but that, whatever you like to do, that is totally fine. Welcome to the party, brother.
50 cents an hour.
Oh,
As,
okay, so
as
we're really not that
contractors to Intel.
How many hours a week
Yeah.
are we working?
40, exactly.
Full time.
So let's hit in our account. Shared accounts?
We have joint finances.
guys are
48.
married?
Yes, we're
So again, I believe this is a male and this is a female. This is going by he, but I don't really understand why. But and I'm pretty sure that this is a female, but I'm not sure.
we're married.
How long has it been?
A few months.
Yeah.
We got married back in
this
December.
is fresh.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So what hits the account on a monthly basis?
About $4,800 a month after taxes. We get paid weekly.
4,800. I had 5,560. Was there overtime here and there?
If a month is like 5 weeks, then we get paid 5 times in a month.
Which it may have been at that time.
Yeah.
There
Okay,
might be
so-
holiday.
No, we don't get holiday pay.
Okay.
We get paid
You don't
on
even know
holidays.
that.
Jesus Christ.
We get
No,
paid
we
on
do.
holidays, but there's no special pay adjustment.
Okay,
It's just
I see.
8 hours of
Yeah.
pay.
We get paid, and it's a holiday, so that's holiday pay. This is gonna be a long episode.
Okay, for what it's worth, you guys have been together for only 3 months. So would we know the
No,
entire
we've been together for longer than 3 months.
We've been
started
married for-
Well,
yes.
how long have we combined our finances?
Since August of last year.
Okay, so some catching up. I am definitely allowing a part of grace of not knowing the household finances, but why are we just like putting it on one person's shoulders and the other one just doesn't care? Like, why are we doing it this way?
It's
Good question. Shout out to Jaden. Welcome to the party.
not so much not care, but me being involved in the money would be more of a burden, I think, for you than otherwise.
It's like doing a task yourself versus teaching someone how to do the task.
Yeah.
It takes longer.
It would take longer, but it would make sure that you're not the only one doing the task. And if you can't do the task in that moment, you can make sure the person that's also your equal in life can do the task.
Yeah, it's almost like you're under the impression that you can just push this off and then it'll just get taken care of, as if you're going to be able to go through life and not need to understand your finances or how any of that works. That is not quite how it works. Shout out to TV Viewerski. Welcome to the party, and a $10 PayPal. Thank you so very, very much. So where's that applause? Thank you so much. Of course, every donation comes with a treat for the Overlord, and that makes you, sir, the new sponsor of the stream. Thank you so very, very much. Shout out to Bambi. He said, wait, is the woman? I don't know yet. I don't know. We just fucking started. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Welcome to the party.
He has access to all of the documents as well as all of the passwords for all of our accounts. So if I were to drop dead, he could hand it to like my dad and figure it out that
Also,
way.
Your
maybe-
dad's not there.
Maybe I'll learn it over time. but-
Yeah.
But you won't unless you try to. This is what I mean. That just magically one day I'll understand.
You disagree?
Well, it's certainly not been in the plans. So
Yeah,
How
it
long
has
were we
been
together
done.
before?
We got married after a year of being together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
Shout out again to TV Viewerski. Very, very, very much appreciated. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get there. Zippy said, these are socialists. Labor is for someone else. Yep, indeed. Yeah. Well, I think that this is a female. I think just the facial structure and the way the hair comes in says female to me. So I think this is just a straight couple, and it's just this is the girl and this is the guy. I'm not sure. Not sure. That is a horrible living strategy. Exactly. But they're going to tell us all about the problems with our economic system, right?
well, it's certainly not been in the plans. So
Yeah,
How
it
long
has
were we
been
together
done.
before?
We got married after a year of being together.
I mean, a year's not that crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty quick.
Mhm. And we were planning on getting married a lot later than that, but current events kind of
Spurred things along.
Yeah, we were planning to get
Current
married
events.
in like September
Of this year. Yeah.
Something happened in Portland that I'm not aware of.
No, not in Portland. Just
in the nation. So we
Are they deporting trans people?
no.
well,
not-
not yet.
Not yet. Oh, they're definitely going to. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let the nonstop victimization begin.
Just
In the nation. So we
Are they deporting trans people?
no.
well,
not-
not yet.
Oh, wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I would rather not imagine if they had kids. That's just me.
But there's definitely been some executive orders that made it harder to leave the country as a trans person.
Harder to believe, really. Tell me.
Because of it's related to passports. Because of the executive order he signed about like there only being two genders, people
Okay.
with passports that have
A different
a
gender
different
marker.
gender marker
Does
on
this
it,
mean you get
can't
married
renew.
quicker?
No, the getting married quicker part was because on November 5th, when Trump was
nominated for to be president, we had
we
to
Being elected.
move up our
read
time
Project 2025, and it's not good if they go through with that for us. So we
It
wanna
makes
make
living
sure
in
that-
America very difficult.
Is this
so
going to be a very political conversation?
Very much
A little
I'm
bit,
going in
yeah.
blind. Okay. I'm not.
Yep, because people exactly like that cannot have any type of conversation without shoving their political views down your throat. We're here so that you can get your finances in order. If you're trans and you're whatever, that is irrelevant to your finances. But of course, to quote Cenk Uygur, it's gonna be front and center.
I'm not going to give my opinion on
Hey, shout out to Guns and Cafe. Welcome to the party. So for being so progressive, they sure defaulted to traditional gender roles in a relationship. Well, I mean that I'm still not sure how the squirrely one identifies, but if so, you are on point. Again, I think one is a male and one is a female. I think so. So he said, take all the healing potion, get out of the wheelchair. This dungeon has steps, motherfucker.
anything. I'm just going to ask questions
that's what
because I want everyone and anyone from any walks of life, whether you are right or left, I don't care. Get your finances taken care of. Get your shit together. I don't give a. So I just ask questions. Okay, so you got spooked by the election. So
yeah, we had
to get
plans
married?
to
We
leave for
wanted to-
Germany in 2026.
Germany?
Germany.
You know, they just elected their first right-wing government in the last couple decades.
Yeah, but he's not orange, so
One of the right parties is
Also, like, the most
part of their government,
Right
but
of the Western European countries, isn't it?
We were watching
Uh,
the elections
yeah.
because of that.
Besides
The-
Italy.
there's a lot going on
the
in
rest
Europe.
of the parties in the coalition are like refusing to work with AFD, so there's hope there. But with
There's no hope of GDP growth.
well, yeah,
you're like, yeah, totally. Yeah. You know, I know exactly what you mean. He said, if I thought I was being persecuted, I would lie and shave to get out of this country. Yep. Dylan said, based Caleb. All right. Have it back.
we're
going for
politically a
different
little more
reasons.
scared here. But
Yeah.
the
With-
the
Has
marriage
something bad
being
happened to you?
not to me specifically.
We're leaving for Germany for our like building future purposes.
So that's what we're talking about. I'm trying to get you guys to Germany.
Yes, yeah. Your job
Oh.
is
Good luck, Caleb. And guys, definitely check out that SWOGO at the top of the chat. I got that new job. You guys got to help me bulk up.
I'm going in blind here, y'all.
yeah. Your job is to fix our budget so that we have enough in the bank for when we leave for Germany.
Why isn't that your job as an adult?
Going
need-
so that
How
I
much do you
can-
need to live in Germany? I've never calculated the need for living in Germany. I have
For-
more of a social safety net, but you guys wouldn't be citizens, so I don't know what you qualify for out of the gate.
We
for,
need
for getting a
$12,000.
visa. Yeah, we need
And Europe isn't very
12,000
pro-
euros. They don't-
12,000 euros,
They don't
yes.
use dollars.
Yeah.
over there.
Europe isn't very pro-immigration right now. I don't know if it's different.
So
Well,
for
y'all
qualified
white, but-
individuals, they're very interested.
Qualified. Let's remember that.
For
Germany's
Portland, you guys are making kind of low, though. So what are you guys qualified individuals?
yeah.
What do we consider
I
qualified individuals?
I work in a technology position, and so
Yeah,
they
but
have
on
an
a lower-
expedited visa process for that.
What's your job again?
I fix up computer systems. I do some basic programming
Why do
stuff.
you
Yeah, because Germany definitely needs a training for that.
get paid pretty low for the Portland area? Portland's expensive.
Because we're contractors.
Because we're contractors with Intel.
But there are contractors that do make a lot of money, though, sometimes.
If you're higher up.
Yeah.
But for most of the
24. I have to remember
Yeah,
what 24.
yeah,
Okay.
24, I'm still finishing my degree. So
Undergrad?
yeah, undergrad, bachelor's.
How long have you been in?
I started
Undergrad at 24? You didn't have kids. It doesn't seem like it. It sounds like you're about to start your life. So what have you been doing?
still finishing my degree. So
Undergrad?
yeah, undergrad, bachelor's.
How long have you been in?
I started college at 16, getting my 2-year, and then I had to wait for FAFSA to kick in because
So you're a doctor now. Oh, sorry. 8 years.
did college at 16, getting my 2-year, and then I had to wait for FAFSA to kick in because my parents were in that sweet spot where they made too much but not enough to
Yeah.
help with college. So last year I finally hit old enough that FAFSA was like, sure, we'll give you money, and here I am finishing my 3rd and then 4th year next year.
Okay.
But
And you? Qualified?
Okay, at least there's a little bit of self-awareness there.
year next year.
Okay.
But
And you? Qualified?
No. I
qualified via experience, maybe work experience.
Yeah, up until recently, we were going with a different
So you're living on a dream.
plan for me because I have a chance with the derivative citizenship for Germany, but unfortunately, that's like a 2-year process, and we don't have time for that anymore.
Well,
So
Okay. It's gonna sometimes I joke about Europe all the time. It makes it sound like I hate it. I actually love it. I love how they build their communities, this walkable communities, a lot of stuff like that. I feel like you're gonna have a relatively decent chance getting there because there's been a massive brain drain from Europe because their economy is not keeping up across the board. Their wages aren't keeping up across the board.
Well,
Their
it's
social
about to be the
safety
same
nets-
here. So
Their social safety nets are going dry. About the same here. We would have to drop like 40% to make up for the gains since 2009 that they've never been able to make. So
oh yeah,
that would have to be
2009 when
crazy.
I was 9 years old, it was a great time to get into the stock market.
That is
Yeah, but dude, he's doing his undergrad still. He's still doing undergrad. Yeah, if you have a doctorate, then you're a doctor. He doesn't even have a bachelor's. Brain drain for sure.
At
that would have to be
2009 when
crazy.
I was 9 years old, it was a great time to get into the stock market.
That is exactly what Europe's economy GDP is still, by the way, where it was in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you're going.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's good information to learn now that I've already made these plans.
Okay.
Cost of living is also a lot lower though.
So what happens when
And-
the economies don't grow?
we'd be able to afford an education over there,
Yes.
which is kind of the most
With,
important thing.
Oh,
With
so
executive
getting
orders.
your degree though. Again,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I like to make little European jokes. It's fine. You move there if you want. It's okay. I think I'm just saying it's probably easier to move there because a lot of qualified individuals have left Europe because they don't make as much there. It's harder to make it.
I sure hope they dive into that. Mainly because I don't really know much about FAFSA and that kind of stuff. You know, as you guys know, Daddy was able to send me to college without any debt or anything. I mean, to be fair, I did get scholarships for the first 2 years, but then I lost it because I was just smoking weed all the time. But point being, I hope they get into it.
Ahead, things are not going as well there economically. So it should be easier for you to go there is all I'm saying. So if you want to go there, I'm down to help people get to their goals regardless. Let's get you there.
I pay 17 grand a year for college right now.
Yeah.
And in Europe it is 12,000 per year for rent, groceries, cost of living items, and then also their tuition is included in that 12,000 euros.
Don't get me wrong. It's really nice when everything is subsidized. It feels really nice.
Yeah, it feels nice when other people pay for things that you get.
The other end for the person that's going there, whether or not that's sustainable since their economies aren't growing, who knows? So if your kids can get that,
No, it took 8 years. 8 years. All right. This is just your privilege. Okay. You don't understand the oppression that trans people have to go through when they,
that good for them.
I mean,
I don't know how that'll
we're not
work.
going permanently. We're going until I finish my degree, and then hopefully after the administration is over.
Yeah,
if it's
assuming
over,
things don't get worse.
Yeah, so assuming he doesn't go for that third term, then we'll come back. I'll have my
That would
degree.
be constitutional, but
It's not, but that hasn't stopped him before.
Yeah, so far.
okay.
It's so funny because it seems like they're used to being in a crowd or the people that they're talking to say that kind of stuff and it gets a big laugh or it gets the other person triggered and Kim's just like, all right, dude, I don't give a shit.
Before.
Yeah, so far.
Okay. I feel like you guys. Okay. Is this a very big life choice to make just from an election?
It's almost like your brain is fried and you have TDS. So he said, socialism, the labor of others, is non-negotiable. Yep, they are definitely in an echo chamber. So it didn't stop by neither from sniffing kids. Hey, shout out to Petrie. Welcome to the party. Said, isn't it ironic that the party that used to burn crosses in front of people's yard to intimidate them is now burning people's cars in front of them, in front of people's yards to intimidate them? You know, I didn't really think of it that way, but yeah, when you put it like that, very true. Dilly to that. Welcome to the party. Some things never change, or if they do, just love that. The irony, indeed. That's the new rumor, right? That he's gone. I'm gonna make that a poll.
Very big life choice to make just from an election.
We had planned
Whether
it
or not I
prior to the
like
election.
who would have won either way,
Yeah.
I don't base my entire life off of an election. I get you're in a more unique situation, but you're also in Portland. It's like the most.
Originally,
Exactly. You already live in Portland.
the plan was he was going to get his derivative citizenship, and then tuition for him in Germany would be free. And
Tuition, is that the big focus? Is that
Yeah.
are we
He
really
wants
just using the
to-
whole election as an excuse
Not
to
the whole
do?
No, no, no.
election. It's
It really
more
seems
like,
like we're landing on this degree thing, which I'm again. Let's get you to the goal.
he cannot effectively get a degree in America
Why?
unless it's free.
well, it's just
Well, that's kind of bullshit. I can go to Austin Community College right now and semester take like 8 credit hours for like a couple $1,000.
Yeah, the debt incurred is the issue here.
yeah.
A couple that. Well, that's already
Even
existing.
says he's alive.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll get into
why'd
that.
you get into debt?
I wouldn't really. Well, that's
I feel like that was a choice, and some
I've got my eye on everything that Candace is doing with Bridget Macron. And you know, obviously, you know, with these hour-long things, I can't dive into that. So I'm keeping an eye. She's definitely going to go on a podcast somewhere and just kind of talk about it. So trust me, I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait.
really. Well, that's
I feel like that was a choice, and sometimes we deal with the consequences of the choices that we
definitely was.
Why does his brain just like not work? You start a sentence and then you don't finish talking. Like, what do you say? Think about what you're trying to say before you open your mouth.
Was hold on, sorry, are we moving on to the what
Yeah,
what's
are we
our
getting
current
into why you
focus?
have student loans?
Yeah,
How old are you? You seem like a 12-year-old that you need to check in with your mommy because you're uncomfortable talking to different adults. Like, what is happening?
moving on to the what
I mean,
what-
Yeah,
what's
are
our
we getting
current
into why you
focus?
have student loans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so are we doing
Well,
Germany?
I don't fucking know. I feel like I'm just along for the ride right now. I don't know what's happening. I want to get you guys to the goal. I like to make little cheeky comments about Europe. Listen, I'm not pro or anti-Europe. I don't care. They can do whatever they want. We can do whatever we want. I'm not pro or anti this last election. I don't give a you know. I just want to invest and make money. That's what I like to do, and I want to get people out of debt. So whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Let's get you to your goals. does life look like today if our big goal is to get to Germany, which probably isn't necessarily cheap because there is going to be moving. We're going to be trying to settle.
Yep.
Are you going to get accepted into their college programs before you move? Like,
Yes.
what's the
So
plan
for
here? And
German
what's that
visa,
process?
if you're going for a student visa, a university has to accept you into their program, and you apply to a degree
done that?
specifically. Yeah.
Yet?
I'm waiting on the application response.
And if we don't get it,
Then we're going for work visas, and I will.
but then that negates the big college part.
It
which I
negates
thought
the
was one
big
of
college part,
reasons.
but I'm going to online school right now, and so with that, I can do it from
What do
anywhere.
we hate about community college? What's wrong with like going for a couple thousand hours a semester?
Once you've got your 2-year community college, doesn't.
No, I know,
Continue.
but for you,
For me, I don't think it's a good idea for me to continue doing college here in the States.
We know that. The question is why? Petrie, so they've turned the Democrat Party into their religion. Assisted self-deletion, children getting sex changes, never being able to reproduce. Some Dems have talked about abortion after birth and bringing it back to MAID. Yeah, it's bad. They are in a bad spot. 10 of the states that have MAID or Democrat, and then the 2 Rhino Republicans. They need to definitely switch their game up.
When it costs so much money.
a couple thousand a semester.
I went to PCC when I was much younger, and that was a disaster. So
That does not tell us anything. It's like I wish that you would see people like this, and they wouldn't always, not always, but most of the time, you see them and they are the exact stereotype, and then they get mad that they get stereotyped. Like, that's you.
I would, if we
You
were going to
failed?
Germany, I flunked out. It was during
Is that the community college's fault, or
no, and it's
what's going to be different in Germany when you can't? Can you speak German?
Yeah, right. I was gonna say you don't even speak the language.
Yes, he can.
But
Oh.
Okay.
So-
Wait. One of them said yes, he can, but it sounded like the
Germany when
deeper
you
voice.
can't? Can you speak
It's
German?
Yes, he can.
But the
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so yeah, a little bit.
The difference this time around is that he is now medicated for ADHD.
That also
So that doesn't change going to community
Of course she is.
college now for a couple thousand dollars. What?
The cost in Germany is going to be cheaper than if you were to go here. It's roughly
What did you say?
300 euros.
300 a semester?
Mhm.
Wait, I thought you gave me a different number.
No. I spend here today 17,000 a year.
But what did you say it would cost over there? You said everything included.
Oh, yeah. So rent and groceries and all of that, the German government
Yeah.
wants you to have 12,000 euros.
that's what they recommend so that you stay afloat.
Oh,
so you
sure.
don't. Yeah.
Sure.
How much is that? How much is 12,000 euros in USD? About not quite 13. Not quite 1,300 or 13. Yeah, 13,000.
That's what they recommend so that you stay afloat.
Oh,
so you
sure.
don't. Yeah.
Sure.
rent-
We're a
Wait.
dual income household, though. We can kind of support each other as we go through.
Yeah. So long as the education department remains solvent and FAFSA continues to exist.
As long as somebody else is giving me money, then I can live my life. There's no other way for me to live my life. So, so far, it does seem like we are good in terms of copyright, but I do have another stream already ready to go in case this one gets taken down. So, if this gets taken down, hopefully I'll have enough time to just put it right in the chat. But the mods will have it, and we're gonna right back up. They will not keep us down. Jaden said Harrison Walls can go fuck themselves. Well, don't forget that Tim Walls just said that he wants to beat up all of the Trump supporters. Specifically talking about Charlie Kirk, which I would love to see. TV said goodbye, education department. Yeah, I hope so. They said the dude with tits doesn't need them, but the chick that wants a peen definitely isn't. But that's the least of their problems. Yeah, there's a lot of problems here.
So long as
I don't think Germany is going to fix these problems.
the education department remains solvent and FAFSA continues to exist.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, don't they recommend having more like 12,000 in savings?
Well, that's what it would be. It would be 12,000 in savings.
Oh, before going in?
Yes, before going in.
I assume if you're on the show, you would probably have immense debt, and the savings is okay.
Let's get into it.
I'm still confused of the anti-community college thing because it's going to cost money to get over there.
Yeah.
And then there's also going to be likely a loss of potential income as well. Because again, usually when you get a lower cost of living area, you get lower income.
You make
That's
less
kinda
over there.
how it works. I don't know if
There's also extravagant moving costs.
we know this or not, but does that not concern us?
I'm not. So if we stayed in the States, I wouldn't be interested in going to college here. But if we went to,
Why?
because of the cost and because
$1,000 a semester? Community
Okay.
college? It's only that.
it's
The median person in the United States makes like
Finish a fucking
What is it,
sentence.
$50,000 a year. I think a couple of thousand a semester is worth the investment.
We already make close to that amount.
Well, you don't make the median household. That's for an individual.
I don't
Yeah.
see the there's no incentive for me to go to college here because I
To
don't
get a
feel like I
degree?
could go the distance to get like the level of degree that I would want if I was going into college.
Oh, so you don't know how much you make at your job per hour, but you want to go to a top tier college. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
College
Why?
in Germany also only takes 3 years instead of the 4 here, so it's less time
Is it
going
all
through
year?
the slog. It's most of the year.
Okay, so
There's
take
like-
summer semesters and make it 3 years then.
Duh.
Well,
Why is that funny? Why is that funny? That is such a normal thing that people do. Stack your schedule and do it in less time.
Take
like-
summer semesters and make it 3 years then.
Well, and I could actually
What
go
a good
into
joke.
like I could go further
Okay,
than
what do you want to go
undergraduate.
into?
I'd like
Yeah.
to do something with like languages or history. So
Oh, so we're not going with the intent to make money.
Well,
Okay.
that's
If
yeah,
History and languages. You need to go to Germany to make sure that you understand history and languages when you're in debt. We don't even know how bad the debt is yet. So, yikes. Shout out to Bugs. Welcome to the party. Another Caleb Hammer fan. Welcome. Damn, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I put him on the thumbnail? Oh, I'm so dumb.
for history. So
Oh, so we're not going with the intent to make money.
Well,
Okay.
that's
if
yeah,
we're going
that's
to
the
Germany, we're
other
going with
thing.
the intent to make money. For me, at least, he's debated getting a full auditor degree instead of just
That doesn't.
the work
That's not what
experience.
was just said.
No, I would need to find a way to make the cost of going into college worth the effort because I would want to come out with a job that I could actually stay in forever.
I don't know what that means to you. I don't know what that means.
Most of what they say is just saying things. I'm speechless. They are so dumb. Shout out to Holly. Welcome to the party. Very good to see ya. Welcome.
I don't know what that means to you. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
No one stays in one job forever. No one does that.
He's the kind of person who would. He finds the things that he likes and he does them forever.
But what he's saying is that you shouldn't do that because of exactly what I said before, that you're not going to make money. You're not going to get huge raises in the same way that you're going to get a new job with a higher salary. Shout out to Matthew. Welcome. We've got an interesting trans socialist couple that wants to move to Germany, but is in terrible debt.
Would. He
Welcome.
finds the things that he likes and he does them forever.
What if it's an industry that nobody's hiring?
He will find the one job that it
Maybe. I
has.
think there's going to be 1,000 other people. Usually in those more
No, you don't understand. He's just like, he always gets it, dude.
Nah,
artsy.
he's just better.
He's making $19 an hour.
I mean, I have established myself very well in the team in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, he has essentially created the position he now occupies.
For $19 an hour.
For
in Portland,
$19
Yeah,
an hour.
I do not get paid for the work that I do. That's for sure.
But he
Yeah, and this is the problem with all of this type of thinking is that it's so short-sighted. It's so short-sighted, and then also on top of that, it'd be one thing if we had short-sighted people that were just like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that. But they're so strong, and no, you're wrong. I haven't thought about this, but I know for a fact that you're wrong. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out. Like I'm thinking this is a female and this is a male. I'm not sure yet. I think I don't know if we're actually going to get answers, but your guess is as good as mine. I think it says, sounds like me, except I'm not a trans socialist and don't want to go to Germany. exactly the same. Exactly the same.
For $19.
Yeah, I do not get paid for the work that I do. That's for sure.
But he's
Well,
building
just
the
better.
experience so that he can transfer to a better job later.
I guess
Yeah.
we have little gifts for you though, since you're so head set. We just wanted to give you a little preemptive welcome gift. So I think we have those.
What do we got? Yo.
Straight
Human food day.
Yeah.
Great.
You're kind of gargle some spit.
I got you.
What?
Okay, listen. I was about to jump into the finances, but Lindsay, our master of tea, really wants to hear more about your origin story,
Yes.
I guess. And then we'll jump into the finances here.
Oh, you're still chewing. Okay, so we met at a different job several years ago. We worked at a company that made the machines that Intel uses to make their computer parts. We were both dating different people at the time. He was engaged.
Engaged.
To someone else.
Yeah.
What's this? You're 24. You're now. What?
Mhm.
When was this?
2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Okay. A lot of engagements and marries and just before 25. But okay, sure.
Live fast,
That's what the trans do.
eat ass.
In case you didn't see that, what? Moving on.
Just before 25. But okay, sure.
Live fast, eat ass.
Oh.
So funny, dude. Box said I paid off almost 30,000 in debt in the last 2.5 years. There you go. I should be able to do my debt-free stream sometime this August. Well, dilly to that. Yeah, I got myself in, I mean, not quite that bad, but around what, maybe like $10,000 of debt, and just, spending on dumb stuff and getting out of that hole. It's just amazing. Amazing. I said the fact that they need to be taken by the hand through life is mind-boggling. And I mean, to be fair, that is every guest on the show, that like they are just don't understand basic cause and effect of life. But they're pretty bad. Life is but a meme indeed. Yeah, but they're way smarter than us. They're getting out of Dodge because they know what's really good.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he was engaged. I was in a long-term relationship, and then
You were only at that job for like a couple of weeks.
yeah,
I stuck around, but
I stayed there because I was waiting for a different position to open up, and then
Okay,
accept
sure.
me. Bill's
There's a reason I'm not skipping this. Stay
still got to get paid.
Yeah. Go
But
on.
I met this knucklehead, and then
Knucklehead. Well, okay.
he got himself
Little
laid off after I had left. No,
I was one of the last ones to be laid off. I will let you know.
yeah, some executive order essentially shut down half of their warehouses, so he was out of a job. We were both with women at the time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes,
Both what?
with women, like dating women. His fiance was a woman. My longtime relationship was also a woman, believe it or not.
I believe it.
I believe it.
And then, so
So am I.
we both leave those jobs, and we stay in contact by going on double dates with our partners, watching various horror movies and whatnot.
So the beginning of our relationship started with us going on double dates together with our partners.
Just hanging out as friends.
Yeah. And then,
What was that?
so the beginning of our relationship started with us going on double dates together with our partners.
Just hanging out as friends.
Yeah. And then, when I ended up like breaking up with, well, I didn't break up with my ex-fiance. I'm sure she'd be in the comments about that if I lied about that. But
Nobody
when we
cares.
broke up, and I were planning on going on a double date
And I'm assuming that they are going to fall right in line.
together with our partners.
In December of 2023, I asked him if we could become partners. I guess.
Oh,
Not on a
okay.
date.
Where do you think your Hammer financial score is in the world of 0 to 10? Kill me now.
0.
Okay.
No. The online thing said it was like a 1 or a 2, right?
If you want to take that online thing, it is in the description below, or go to calebhammer.com. Okay, so we broke up and found each other. Okay. Whew. I just told that story in 5 seconds. All right, Capital One Venture. What is going on here?
I don't know. You tell me. What do we got?
I hate people that like, what are you doing? What do you mean? You tell me. It's your finance. It's your credit card statement.
I don't know. You tell me. What do we got?
That would be.
You've got it right there.
You're the finance one of the relationship, I was told.
Yeah. I make sure we pay it every month.
They're
Okay, what?
that's your
off?
card.
No.
No, not pay it off. That balance went up rather quickly.
Why? What is going on with this card?
When we were still
Eek.
friends, we decided to go on a trip to Greece.
As friends?
Yes, as
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, as friends.
Believe it or not, I haven't seen the movie Mamma Mia, so I didn't understand
I
what
believe it. I haven't seen it either.
going to Greece with a.
I tried
with a
to
friend meant.
explain to him that going to Greece with someone that you've more or less only spent a little bit of time with has romantic connotations.
A little bit of time. We've been friends for a year and a half at this point.
All right, I get it. We touch each other's butts. I don't care. I don't care.
No, we went as
That's another aspect of this is the perception that people really care that much. Like, yeah, we're interested. Oh, are you man or woman? But we don't care. We don't care. And you think that it's so important. Like, we don't care.
friends. My mom told me that if I was going to go to Greece anyways, I had already had a trip planned, that I should get a travel card for it so I could get the miles. And I was like, that sounds great. I'll get
Why
the
is there a lot of debt on this card?
card. Because we didn't end up fully paying it off and it kept.
Why?
Yep. Caleb Hammer always talks about if you're Capital One, you are down bad. So you can also go on a road trip cross country. It's surprisingly less money.
As he asked me if I could afford to go on this trip, and I was like, yeah, thinking I could pay it back to him a little bit slowly over time, not realizing that he threw the whole trip on a credit card.
I put the trip on the card, paid my portion immediately, and then kind of just twiddled my thumbs waiting for him to give me the rest.
And that urgency was never quite communicated to me.
I don't know if someone says
Yeah, talk about projection. Believe it or not, I was actually dating a woman. Okay, just tell me more about your finances and why we should be a socialist a country. Yeah, the obsession is gender roles, gender. It could be race. It's any one of those things, but it's just such a narrow focus. It's such a narrow focus. Yeah. Like if we weren't getting as good of a reaction from Caleb, I would just skip over and get right to the actual credit card statements. But I'm enjoying his pain.
Communicated to me.
I don't know if someone says yeah,
all
I can afford it. You know, you would expect that they hand the money. Over.
Okay. All right. Great. Wonderful. Well, you purchased $2,788.29 on here.
Jesus. And one
All right. With $207 of interest. I don't know why the we're purchasing that much money. Why are we purchasing that much on a card that is accruing interest that we are not fully paying off? The fuck are you talking about? Have you paid back your trip yet?
No, almost. We're almost there.
That means no. Almost is no. I don't know if you know that. Okay. So why the fuck are we purchasing $2,788?
Groceries.
Okay, so we know we make $4,800 a month. How much did you guys spend last month?
I don't know. What does it say? We probably spent.
I have no idea. And I don't think they do either.
It's you. Good death.
$1,000.
Why would we?
It did say 11K on the where was it? So credit limit 11K, and they are at 8,000 and spending, insane.
Good death.
$1,000.
Why would we only spend $1,000? No,
$2,000.
no, we spent more than we made, most likely. I would say we spent.
Did he just ask? He just asked, how much did you spend? How much went out this month? And one of them said $2,000. Did I hear that correctly?
Just you.
I don't know. What?
$100 a month. How much did you guys spend last month?
I don't know. What does it say? We probably spent.
I asked you. Good death.
$1,000.
Why would we only spend $1,000? No,
$2,000.
no, we spent more than.
Yeah, now you're just guessing. $1,000 is $2,000. That's a number, right?
we made most likely. I would say we spent, so with all of our debt payments and stuff, plus how much we spend on just groceries and whatnot, we probably spent like 4,500 is going to be my guess.
8,642. What the fuck are we doing?
Off by a factor of 100. 100% wrong. 100% wrong. Fox said 2 girls with Adam's apples arguing about money is actually funny. That are basically gay dinks that can't get it together. Again, I think the one with the glass, or the one on the one that's not clearly a man. I think that is a female. I think so. I'm not sure, but seems like just a straight couple with extra steps.
What the fuck are we doing? We're at 1,000, then 4,000. We think you spent what you made? No, 1,000. How do you think you spent it? What's your rent? What's your rent?
We spend
This one over here doesn't even know how much she gets paid. Doesn't even know. Like, they were like $20 an hour, I think.
What's your rent?
1,300.
So you thought your spending was 1,000 for the month?
I guess
I don't know how German math works, but I don't think that'll add up there either.
Yeah.
We live with roommates.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm taking a guess. This looks like whenever you see hair like this is definitely not typically how male hair grows in. It could just be, a very effeminate dude, but I don't know.
So a lot of our grocery budget just goes onto the card, and they will send me money.
I'm sure there's a lot of
So that means we
Costco
only spent
purchases in
1,000
there.
last month?
No, it may seem like a lot, but a lot of that was recouped in the money that I get back from the roommates.
And
And
then
then
Venmo $59. Account transfer.
I know we spent $8,000, but it's not that bad. We got money back from our roommates. $59. That's not even 320s.
It's around $45.
it's probably more.
All right, interesting how this is working out. Are you sure you guys aren't just trying to move to a system that's
How
just
much,
a little easier because we're lazy
No,
as
no,
fuck?
no,
and
no.
we're
How much was deposited? How much was deposited?
deposited?
Yeah. Because
That's
if
what was sent in.
the amount we got from, let's see, we had our wedding, and we got a lot of money from
How
that.
much was your wedding?
We spent
How much did you get from your
2,500 on
wedding?
it. Oh,
I don't know if that's in these statements.
couple grand. Well, the deposits that I made into our savings account should be
Already there.
in the statements.
Like
All of our
ATM?
Yeah.
Deposits via ATM. We
Yes.
had that. Do your roommates pay you via ATM?
no, that's the PayPal Venmo.
Then okay,
But,
then I don't care.
$59.
No,
bro.
if we spent $8,000,
and we got $59 back, then it's all cool, right?
the only way that we could have done that
I asked you
is
how much.
Let me tell you how the economics of this entire country should change.
But you
the-
spent. I heard 1,000 and 4,000. The reality was 8,300 something. You don't know your numbers.
I don't know.
This is
I
hard.
think-
I don't know. He says you don't know your numbers, and instead of being like, "No, I was confused, and I hadn't really thought about it." No, I don't know. This whole show is just girl math. Yep. Too bad that I'm not even gonna go.
You don't know your numbers.
I don't know.
This is a
I think
harder
it's the,
system. We can like it or we can dislike it, and that's okay. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I don't honestly think there's a right or wrong. It's just dependent on what you kind of just value. Okay, this is a harder system. A lot of the times, the harder you work, the bigger risk you take. You can make a bigger pie here. That's kind of the thing. But for people that tend to not care or be lazy, they're going to have a harder time. That is a fact of our system. There is a system that you guys are going to, or you're able to be a little more chill. You can be a little more lazy, and there's less
Chill.
consequences. But also, you don't get as big of a pie if you go ahead and risk a lot of things. Okay. Do we agree with these at least basic things?
Sure.
Yeah.
They weren't listening.
I don't
Are
know.
you sure
I-
you guys aren't just leaving because like you don't know what the f- you're
Oh, I thought he was gonna say exactly that. I thought he was gonna say exactly
Yeah.
that.
I don't
Are
know.
you sure
I-
you guys aren't just leaving because like you don't know what the f- you're talking about? You haven't
All right, came back to it.
sure
I-
you guys aren't just leaving because like you don't know what the f- you're talking about. You haven't spent a
I don't
single
know
second
about-
to learn.
I don't know about these finances.
These finances, i.e. the ones we're literally having to pay bills
Our
with.
finances.
We
yeah.
have-
You said 1,000. What do you think it was just 1,000 for you?
This,
Your
this
rent's
is why I did the
1,200.
money. But no.
But are we
Our
sure we're not
rent's
just fleeing
1,300,
because
not
we can't survive in the system because we haven't put in a single ounce to learn?
We
That's exactly it. And the sad reality is that even though there is these huge social safety nets in other countries, you still can't just go in and do nothing. You still have to have some sort of value. I mean, like, yeah, you could survive off the bullshit that they'll give you, but that's not what they want. That's not what they want. They want to live the high life.
Can absolutely survive in this system. It's just miserable.
This doesn't look like surviving in the system. This is a pile of debt.
I don't know. Check the
Can
payments.
survive? I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay, here's a payment. Oh, you made a payment? Oh, good. Even though you made it 4,000.
Let's see. Zwag said, girl trying to be a dude equals bad math. Guy trying to be a girl, bad math. Add them together, extra bad math. Yep. What's the idea?
Survive? I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay, here's a payment. Oh, you made a payment? Oh, good. Even though you made a $4,350 payment, the balance only went down $1,000. That's my rebuttal. Like, I don't know what do you want? What are you talking about?
I just want everything for free.
Balance still went down. Balance
Still went down, and you still accrued $207.66 in interest.
Silence.
It's
Yeah, why don't you
know,
teach a
it's
personal
not that much.
finance class? Everyone's going to be so well off. It's for Joanne stores and
Yeah, that was us buying stuff for the wedding
McDonald's and
decorations.
McDonald's.
So,
Yeah, like, are we supplying fries for everyone at the wedding?
Who, like, honestly, who goes to McDonald's more than once in a week? That's insane. I mean, I guess this is a month, but like, still, there's a bunch of other stuff.
McDonald's and McDonald's.
So,
Yeah, like, are we supplying fries for everyone at the wedding?
No, not the
Joanne
McDonald's.
stores, Swetson House, McDonald's. Lots of McDonald's. Who's McDonald's?
We all love free stuff, Box. The problem is that free stuff does not exist. It may be free to you, but you are likely, you and I are likely not going to be of the class that just gets all the free shit. Yep, oh, it's coming. It's coming. We already got one comment about how the election, November 5th, it's coming. The joke about deporting transit.
Stores, Swetson House, McDonald's. Lots of McDonald's. Who's McDonald's? Because neither of you are fat.
We both enjoy McDonald's. quite a
I'm
bit.
so jealous. Why can I not have that metabolism? I don't understand.
It's great. It's
Toronto
lovely.
Italian.
That was where
Thirsty
the
Lion, Mama
wedding was.
Shawarma, McDonald's, Rossing it up like
Dinner with the
crazy.
parents.
Hell,
more
Ross.
wedding
This is all in 1 month.
supplies.
Yeah.
Going in and getting some bullshit from the gas station, McDonald's. Likely getting some bullshit from Seattle
Again?
Specialty. Lovely Dapper Desserts. Isn't Fred Meyer a grocery store?
Yes.
Yeah, quite a few of those, but they seem to be more smaller purchases.
Wendy's,
which
Arby's.
you never really know.
Our big purchases for groceries come from Costco.
And
so
we-
what the fuck are you getting at Fred Meyer?
Like the onesie twosie things that 'cause
Onesie
Costco's
twosies? What's a onesie twosie?
We're not good
Like,
at
small
sorting out
onesie
our-
small
twosie.
quantity items. Costco's a bulk
Onesie
store.
twosie? We
I
call
don't
them
wanna
onesie
buy-
twosie?
50 avocados.
That's
at
fine.
Costco.
I've just never heard of onesie twosie. Is this a West Coast thing?
You should go to Portland. It's great.
Yeah.
Onesie twosies? That's what we call them in Portland?
Yes.
Small items. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Onesie
one or two
twosies.
things. Onesie twosies.
We speak like
Yeah, Box said I've not been to McDonald's for almost a decade now. I just stopped going and never looked back. I mean, I got one close, and every once in a while, I'll stop in and get a burger or something, some nuggets. But like as a regular thing, and of course, these are the same people who are going to talk about, of course, the spending. And they're going to talk about health. They're going to talk about all of these things, and you can see that it's all bullshit. The numbers don't lie. I'll say you're right about that. Men get, nobody gets no free shit. It might be free to you, but somebody still paid for it. I ripped 2 packs of cigarettes. God damn, bro. Hit up the vapes, man. Hit up the vapes. Shout out to the Shamrock Shake. I'm actually not a fan of the shake as much. I think it's overdone, but fair enough. Fair enough.
toddlers and okay.
Hey, Canada calls them loonies
Well-
and toonies, man.
What?
Canada, like they're $1 and they're $2. Loonies and toonies.
Canada can't figure out how to get like a house under $1 million. I don't give a fuck what Canada says. They don't know what they're doing.
Ah, based Caleb.
Except for the ones that download our budgeting app. You Canadians are doing
I don't know. They're doing better than us in the economics department right now.
It's
Are they?
legitimately not true. They haven't had a growth in productivity in 4 years. That is unheard of in Western civilization. That is beyond factually incorrect. Economically, they're horrible. Economically, the median housing price in Canada is 4 times ours.
Their GDP has a growth for the last quarter. Our growth is going to be a reduction.
Well, let's see. We haven't had those numbers.
But
I don't go.
estimates are like 2.9%
But listen, I'm not debating the
reduction.
account. I'm not fucking red, white, and blue jacking myself off. I don't even give a. But if you're talking about that, that's objectively incorrect. The Canadian productivity growth is an absolute disaster, which means wages do not increase. Their housing prices are 4 times what ours are. They have a population of 40 million, but they had wasn't it like immigration of 400,000 or something? An absolutely crazy percentage, and they can't house those people. And
From Canada, Holly said, can confirm. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Shout out to M169. Welcome to the party. So did a quarter pounder last week. It was so salty, I could barely eat it. Yeah, your taste buds will definitely change. I cannot eat any McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, anything with cheese. They just use like the Kraft singles cheese, so not at all. I usually just get a double hamburger. Simple, just beef, the beef patties, tomatoes, onions, and I don't remember if they put lettuce on it, but either way, basic shit. Welcome to the party.
or something, an absolutely crazy percentage, and they can't house those people, and it pushes everyone's cost of living substantially higher, even though economically.
If they have an immigration of 400,000, then they've got to have spaces for them to go.
Oh, guys, so that's how that works.
Wait. Let's do that one more time.
And it pushes everyone's cost of living substantially higher, even though economically.
If they have an immigration of 400,000, then they've got to have spaces for them to go.
Oh.
I mean, physically, yeah. Physically, there's space. But no.
Oh, guys, so that's how that works.
I don't know. We're going to Germany. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I know I'm definitely off a little on that statistic on that last one specifically, but it's still a crazy percentage. Like, people can't literally get housing in Canada. You think our housing's bad here? But I don't know what you're talking about. I'm okay with a GDP on a quarterly basis that does this. I'm just glad ours has actually grown over the last decade. Fred Meyer, we're getting onesie twosies.
Onesie twosies. Baby, I'm boycotting our food system. I don't eat anything. I don't eat anything that I don't make myself. Our food sucks. There you go. I'll say plenty of space in the barren snowdrifts for that last 9 months. That's what I'm saying. There's physically space, but like, especially, Jersey is the most densely populated state in the nation. So, I mean, yeah, I could fit more people in this apartment or condo, whatever. But that's not really what we're talking about. Shout out to Equality and Deference because vagina. Welcome to the party over on Rumble. Said like and share. Thank you so very, very much. Hail Warrior, well met. Welcome to the party.
Fred Meyer, we're getting onesie twosies. Cafe and deli, Wendy's, Arby's, McDonald's. Some bullshit gas station, bullshit from the gas station. Something amusement.
That sounds like I was gonna say an amusement park, but it's only $26. So probably just some more bullshit.
It's interesting. Gas station. Listen, I'm concerned that it's this conversation. I wonder if there's even a point to it, because there are so many things.
There's not a point to it, Caleb. You are absolutely correct. There is no point to it.
Conversation. I wonder if there's even a point to it, because there are so many things I will rag us about. I will rag on the United States. I will rag on individuals. I will rag on anyone for objective reality things, because that's all I care about. But you guys seem to be in a world where just like everything's bad. And then if we're in that situation where that is not objectively true, when it comes to numbers, like,
I don't believe in objective truth.
Inflation data came in today. That's when we're filming it. It's the best it's been in like 4 years. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, but Orange Man bad.
What was it?
Under 3%, 2.8, if I'm not mistaken.
Out of this, that is actually really good. That's great. But
it's almost like you don't need to move out of the country.
All I'm saying is, does this conversation?
I mean, please go. I'm just saying.
It shouldn't even matter. I feel like you're just so anti, which is a very classic Gen Z thing to do.
I
be
can't
complete
anti-West.
I
can't finish my degree if the Department of Education gets shut down. If FAFSA's gone, I'm.
What's your
The O word? What?
Does this conversation even matter? I feel like you're just so anti, which is a very classic Gen Z thing to do.
I
Be
can't
complete
finish my
anti-West,
degree.
anti-West.
What was what? I missed it. We used to grow corn, potatoes, red onions, cucumbers, strawberries, potatoes, plums, tomatoes, lettuce, etc. It was a pretty nice garden. Shout out to Soil. What is it? Soil the Soul. Where has she been? It's Claudia said its degree in quasi-spiritual naval link collection, history. So basically, short. It's not there. Yeah, go there. Yeah, go. Oh, objective. Gotcha. How dare you?
How dare you?
Very classic Gen Z thing to do.
I
Be
can't
complete
finish my
anti-West,
degree.
anti-West.
I can't finish my degree if the Department of Education gets shut down. If FAFSA is gone, I'm
What's your tuition?
17 grand a year.
How many scholarships did you apply to this last semester?
0.
Constant victim mentality. No desire to ever change your situation. You just want the ability to complain. You get the dopamine hit from talking about your victimization. It is insane.
No sympathy from me then.
Listen,
I said, shit, me too. No sympathy from me. In case you missed it.
How many scholarships did you apply to this last semester?
0.
No sympathy from me then.
Listen, man.
Come on, that's fucking stupid. Where's any kind of responsibility?
Scholarships require you to put in your SATs or ACTs, and I didn't.
Oh, they require you to put in a
I
little
did
bit.
not get those.
Yeah,
didn't get those?
that is
No.
true.
I
You
started
didn't get-
college at 16 and through
And never finished. That was a good move.
like a program with my district, and so I didn't take those.
How's that working out?
He already had college
I was
credits.
already in
so-
college,
He didn't need to.
and not like the AP stuff. I went to the community college.
Okay. And then
Yeah, no, I didn't have to take my ACTs or SATs, and so applying to scholarships, they ask for those.
so I'm sure you could go do that, right? Can I take the SATs as an adult? There we go. Yes, adults can absolutely take the SAT. There's no age limit. How much does it cost to $60? $60. That's almost as much as I got back from the roommates on the $8,000 spending. $60. Oh, but I need FAFSA. I need everybody else's money. Shut up.
And so I'm kind of, but
You could like go
FAFSA
and
Current estimates are suggesting that about 50-60% of scholarships are merit-based, meaning they require SAT to ACT scores.
Yeah, Boggs is saying, I wanted to walk away from my debt once. I was considering the French Foreign Legion. Never even heard of it. But really, it was just easier to pay it off. You can join the Foreign Legion. They will change your name and give you French papers. You can become a new person if you want to, if you survive. You don't get sent to Belize.
Percent of scholarships are merit-based, meaning they require SAT to ACT scores. So I will rebuttal again with you're taking a cop-out. You just immediately threw out a thing that was factually incorrect, even though 50-60% do. That doesn't mean that you haven't put in that effort. If you're immediately complaining about the cost of college, and the cost of college is something that is very valid to complain about, but you didn't put any work into the alternatives
that have shown up on my university scholarship page.
So look outside of that. Are you incapable of doing anything? Do people have to come to you?
Yes. This is how helpless. And I mean that not in a literal way, but the way that they behave, they act like they are helpless. Well, the page that had this list of certain scholarships, that's all that I saw. How can I get a scholarship? Ta-da! All these links. Like it never fails. And this is what I mean about being the stereotype. They are so consistently exactly what they portray themselves to be and then get mad that we recognize it. Like, come on. Oh, well, let's do a replay here.
He threw out a thing that was factually that effort. If you're immediately complaining about the cost of college, and the cost of college is something that is very valid to complain about, but you didn't put any work into the alternatives
that have shown up on my university scholarship page.
So look outside of that. Are you incapable of doing anything? Do people have to come to you? Are you only
went to one website? Well, it wasn't there, so let's move to Germany. What? I mean, 24 years old, that explains it. I'm telling you, it's not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of drive and motivation. Yeah, I mean, if you're 15 and this is your mentality, okay. I mean, I'm still going to give you shit for it. Be like, okay, well, look on another site. But understandable. 24 years old. 24 years old.
Look outside of that. Are you incapable of doing anything? Do people have to come to you? Are you only able to do things if people come to you? You can't go out. You can't go out. You're not an adult. You're not 24. You're 14.
I came to you.
And
Yep, he brought that up before. He's like, I don't really think they're accepting that much. And they're like, well, for highly qualified people. And then Kel was like, are you qualified? What are we doing?
Telling you, maybe you should go to other boards than just the one that pop up on your college website. Like, I'm sorry, I have sympathy for the cost of college. Deep sympathy. I have student loans still.
I mean, I definitely see it in Zoomers, but I see it more of I think it's more of a leftist thing of all ages. You'll see this all ages on the left. Like, yes, the Zoomers are like that because they're younger and they're in that stage of life where it's more common. But I think they're, like most of us are going to grow out of that unless they're like this, where they have all the excuses built in.
It happens. That sucks. But if you don't put in work for alternatives, then that sympathy goes away because you didn't put
what work? What do you mean work?
In one minute of effort.
I don't.
Where's any kind of personal responsibility here? There's nothing.
No response either.
Go for these scholarships when FAFSA has already covered my tuition.
But you owe that still.
No.
You're not taking student loans at all?
Nope. Not
okay, well, that's great. Now you can still take student loans and finish school.
Student loans are absolutely horrendous.
So is college. You're not going for anything important.
They have ruined my parents' lives. They have impacted his ability to complete college.
How much student loans do you have?
Like 12,000.
That's incorrect.
Damn. So we got the total debt there is at $19,932. Yikes. But it was true. Zoomers are actual nihilists, which is why they lack ambition and resourcefulness. Well, that's a much bigger conversation. So we'll save that for another day. Like I said, you're talking to two girls, and he said personal responsibility does not compute.
Wage that we make, the 12 grand will be in his life for a very long time.
For a very long time. That depends how you do it. Guys, I saw how much you spent on your monthly basis. I see in here is going through bullshit. You could sacrifice and pay off student loans. You're not a little victim at everything. You have a little thing called fucking doing shit sometimes. You're able to put in work. Student loans.
No, because I am ADHD and I'm depressed and I have this and I have that and I was SA'd and I have a bad childhood and this and that and that and that and that and that.
Loans. It is a mathematical equation that if you borrow in federal student loans, what you would make in your first year outside of college, it still works out and you can pay those off in the 10-year repayment program. 10-year repayment program.
Well, that's a thing.
Huh?
If that goes away, you're still
a 10-year repayment program?
Yeah, the public service loan forgiveness thing.
That's not no, I'm talking about forgiveness. The traditional payment program pays them off in 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't even
They're not my student loans.
No, you just don't even know. You're against something that you don't even know. You're against something that you don't even have the slightest because that's the normal student loan and you don't even know that, yet you're so vehemently against them.
Yes.
Just like everything else. You're very wrong and very strong.
It's because my parents have been paying them off greater than that 10-year.
Yes, because they weren't on the traditional repayment method. They probably borrowed too much for a worthless degree, or they probably f***ed around their spending and were done with their money.
My parents.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Parents are government service workers. They're working through the public service loan forgiveness program, but it's been difficult with all of the shit that's been going on.
What, they only have started to qualify in the last 2 months?
I don't know the specifics. I just know it's
I
still
don't think I
taking
can deal
time.
with these people. Oh my! You don't even know their situation. Listen, I don't know their situation either, but we can't say it because it wasn't because of their actions. We can't say it because they weren't willing to sacrifice and pay off their student loans. A lot of people, they immediately go on to an income-driven thing, even though they can fully pay them off. They do that. Me, I'm paying the minimum monthly payments, even though I could pay them off today. But that's because I find better value investing in the stock market. Especially right now, since we're down a little bit this week, I'm just like, let's go. We're down, invest. I love
we
that.
Oh,
into
yeah.
doing that too.
It's scary though, because
The longer we're in the market, the better. And right now is like the best time to get in.
Absolutely. If it's down, take advantage of it. I know I love nothing more than a down day, other than a down week, other than a down month, other than a down year. That means it's money to be made.
Yeah. I'm in the process of getting my retirement moved over to Schwab, because if we're
Retirement, buddy.
well,
Listen,
if
you
we're
said it's impossible.
No drive. Exactly what Bambi was saying. TV said second generation government worker. Spot on.
moved over to Schwab, because if we're
Retirement, buddy.
well,
Listen,
if we're
you said it's impossible to complete a degree. We proved that incorrect. But then you said it's horrible to take out student loans, but you couldn't actually say why, and you don't know anything about student loans.
Because reasons. No, it's because I want to stay a victim. I want to be in this position where the world is against me and I'm fighting back. I'm doing something about it. No.
As we go through this conversation, I'm going to have a hard time. Genuinely, just between me and you, I'm going to have a hard time because you don't see yourself anything else in this life other than a victim. And I don't know how to deal with that. When someone is a victim in everything,
I am avoiding creating problems for myself down the road.
Are you though?
lots of people take out student loans and they do okay. 40% of people take out student loans, don't graduate from college. Don't be that person. Graduate from college.
I'm going to be able to graduate from college without a dime in student loans.
Yeah, but you said you don't know if you can. You're afraid of the Department of Education going away.
Yeah, no, that's why we're going to Germany, so I can finish my degree.
Okay. Listen.
Look, bottom line, I'm not super even in the belief that money should exist. So it's like I have a hard time
What
with
are we doing here?
That
like
money should even exist. You're right. Let's go back to bartering skins for beer. And let me go ahead
that's
and
what I've been
skin an
saying.
animal
Yeah.
for my meal later today. What?
that's how I
And let's not forget that you can't get into this mindset without having the privilege of being able to see that, or rather not being able to see the reality of how money actually works in our society. So they're certainly not from the hood.
I prefer things to
Yes, life was so much better, especially for someone like you a few hundred years ago.
fair.
Off.
Fair.
We're literally the best time to live in the entirety of humanity is
In this present,
today.
I don't know about right this moment. That's kind of not.
I'm sure you could go back a couple years, sure, but in general,
Wait, what was the what?
not.
is
In this present,
today.
I don't know about right this moment. That's kind of not.
In what way? In what way? Oh, because Orange Man bad.
I'm sure you could go back a couple years, sure, but in general, in our lifetimes, us living, our life will be better statistically than any other human being's lives in terms of the technological advancement that we have, the medical things that we have, the food that we can go eat. We can gorge ourselves on McDonald's. People,
Box. Oh man, is one of the transes grooming the other trans? Isolation is definitely a tactic. You are right about that, sir.
couldn't do that 200 years ago. In terms of the fucking dopamine, in terms of we are in the best period of humanity.
companies weren't able to.
Oh boy.
Come on,
What-
we're
what
from
if
Portland. What do you
What
expect?
if the poor will?
Yeah, Quality said the host Caleb Hammer here seems to have a nice supply of common sense. Common sense. That's what we love, right? Yeah, Caleb is always he's always willing to cut through, and it's a similar type of thing to like a Dave Ramsey, but it's very different in the sense that it's more grounded, and he's not coming from it as a place of he's not injecting the morality into it. And I think that for especially people like this, that's the right way to go. That's the right way to go, because that's how you turn people off and they just don't listen at all.
Companies don't do you.
not to me. I mean, not to me
You've
specifically,
been hit by
but
like 3 layoffs.
I
man.
have been. That
Oh, you got laid off. Didn't you just say that you're terrible at your job and you're not qualified? Maybe that has something to do with it. No, it's because I'm trans and they don't like me.
I mean, not to me
You've
specifically,
been hit
but
by like 3 layoffs.
I
man.
have been. That is true. But money allows companies
That
to.
sucks.
Yeah. It was
That sucks. You landed though.
Like he is
multiple times.
consistently
I had to keep
Yeah.
pivoting.
the best, or if not the best, one of the best employees in whatever position he's in. He made the position
the
he's in
market
now.
clearly doesn't demand so, but we don't believe in the market at this table. So
Yeah, I was the best ever, but like they just said no for like whatever reasons.
And he gets laid off anyways. So
Yeah. No, I don't value money, and I haven't valued money.
Clearly, you've never been taught the value of $1. Clearly. How much money did you spend on surgery?
Yeah. No, I don't value money, and I haven't valued money most of my life, which is why
And that's a
he's the
bigger
finance
reason.
guy.
which is okay. I mean, you can live under a bridge if you want. You don't have to
no,
operate
no,
in
no, no,
society.
we
No,
can't
it's
live
just-
under.
He said you a troll. Dilly to that.
I've
You
tried
belong
to
under a
make
bridge.
enough money to sustain myself, and in the
How's that
past-
working
But
out?
there's
like-
more to that than that. There's life you can go live that money provides.
Yeah, that's what
There's
we do.
retirement. That's what you do. I don't think
No, we
We're already
we
touched on
we
$8,000
live our
guy.
life plenty.
Yeah.
Oh,
We live
we
our
invest-
life plenty. What the fuck does that mean? We live our life plenty. What? Shout out to CT223. Welcome to the party. Very good to see you. I was just refilling. Give me a second here. Let me get that dilly with you, sir. Welcome to the party. Very good to see you. Dilly. Welcome. Always a pleasure to see you. They both work at Intel in Portland. Surprised, right? Super surprised. Shout out to Guam Tech. Welcome to the party. Said, yay, they then will tell me how to succeed in finances. My prayers have been answered. I don't want to burst your bubble, bro, but I don't think so. Welcome to the party.
No, we
We're touching on
we live
$8,000
our life plenty.
Yeah.
Oh.
We
go
invest
see
in
shows,
enjoyable
we,
things
go to
in life.
museums.
For
You know
sure.
what's
That is-
wild? What's wild is people out there, and I'm going to reiterate this again. I never talk about my time politics, and the reason is actually because a lot of people.
That close, right? Anywhere else, but not Portland.
would just I'm everywhere.
Yeah, quality difference. Like, yeah, like the market like totally sucks and shit, but like politicians are super duper great.
Sign language.
Except Donald Trump, of course.
I'm everywhere.
Sign language.
Oh, for drink. I thought we were about to take a hit. Okay.
No.
You were like
Water.
Okay.
Water.
I was
Why did you Hey, can you get me the water? What are we doing? These are not real people. I refuse to believe that these are real people. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. See, can we tariff Portland? Please. They don't have any money.
we were about to take a hit. Okay.
No.
You were like
Wait, yeah.
Water.
Okay. I was like, I can fall all over the place because I just try to go with what is true, and I will always change my opinion if there is new information. So I am everywhere. No one knows my politics. I'm a fucking ambiguous. I mean, I see a
So
lot
you're a
of
hypocrite.
hypocrite.
Oh yeah.
That
You
doesn't
say
make
one
sense.
thing and then you change your mind the next week.
I will always be willing to change my mind if new information comes out, or if I
Believe nothing except that anything is possible.
learn new things. Not to do so would be a literal infant. What the fuck are you talking about, hypocrite? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
New
You're not
inf-
willing to change your
New
opinion.
information comes out all the time.
Yes, and it's okay to change your opinion.
And
We're
then
not
the next
12.
week more information comes out and
And it's okay to change your opinion. Yes, because you want to be correct, but you're not correct by just sitting there and being like, I'm correct. You're correct when the data, facts, whatever is in your side. What the fuck are you talking about? Either way,
No,
all
no.
I'm saying,
I don't know, just stuff and things and stuff.
All I'm saying is what I was trying to say is that no one can place me. People have tried to place me, but they're never correct. However, based on this conversation, talking to you two, I probably sound like the most conservative person that has ever existed in the history of this world because you guys are so far gone.
You should see his parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely an interesting conversation.
Anyways, we need.
I feel like we're at a zoo. I literally feel like we're at a zoo. These are not human beings. They certainly don't act like it.
We need 12 grand by September. That's when we're getting out of here.
Good thing we don't believe in money.
I believe in money.
He goes on and on about how money is a tool and you can use
Which
it
means
to...
you would know that student loans can be used as a tool if used correctly.
Yeah, if used correctly.
So use them correctly and not like a dumb.
It's safer for me not to get student loans.
Sure, it's safer to not have loans, but I mean, you have to get accepted in this whole program. So I hope you do, I guess.
I mean, even if
Open and dreaming, that's how we live.
we go over on work visas, while there, I can still wait for the university application process. And there's more than one university over there that I've applied to. So one of them.
No, M169 spot on. They really believe that changing your mind is being a hypocrite. That nope, this is where I planted my flag, and it does not matter what else is going on because my flag is planted here. That is where it will stay forever. So Caleb does not get it. I'm always right. Like I was 18 again. Good old days, right? Everybody was wrong, and I knew everything.
Application process, and there's more than one university over there that I've applied to. So one of them.
But you
will
haven't heard
accept
back
me.
by anyone?
No,
They're
they.
very confident will.
Well, it has been really recent.
Very zoo-like indeed.
Yeah, we got this process started like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But Germany takes forever for pretty much everything.
And can you speak German?
I speak a little bit. He's teaching
Will they
me
all
a
be in
lot.
German?
No. German universities, a lot of them teach specific degrees in English.
Okay.
And so you don't need to have a German language proficiency.
It's almost like you could do that in America for a lot cheaper than moving to do it for slightly cheaper in Germany.
So we like to do this.
That's probably trying to get qualified individuals to go there since they've lost them all.
Yeah. So for my computer
Why do you
science degree,
think
they
it
teach that in English.
So USAA. What's this?
That would be mine.
Oh, okay. So last was yours. This one's yours. We're not authorized users or anything.
This was the card that I used primarily before we were together.
So this doesn't exist because it's fake, right?
That
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, and this is another part too. Well, I'm like saying not only that, to just straight up call somebody a hypocrite without actually asking a question about it is very rude in the first place. Wouldn't expect them to understand manners though, because the echo chamber has them as if I plant my flag here and I stay here, then that has social value. So by you moving your flag around based on new information, oh man, that's the worst thing ever. Claudia said, don't feed the animals. Please no. If they, them, shim, sham move to Germany, they gonna get beheaded by a muzzy. Very possible. Very possible.
So this doesn't exist because it's fake, right?
That
Yeah,
one,
well.
we've mostly been focused on paying it down. No, we don't put too much on it. We put
How's that going?
most of our expenses on the travel card because we get most of our miles from that.
As soon as I moved in, I basically stopped spending money on that card.
I think we just use it for breakfast at work now, right?
We were for a while. I don't know if we're even using it for work.
He's sitting in silence. Oh yeah. So let's see. Yeah, we put most of our money on.
Even that, like the inability to just sit with yourself. The need to fill the silence because you're so awkward with yourself. You're sitting with your partner.
Oh yeah. So let's see. Yeah, we put.
Just wait. He's obviously doing something. Just fucking let him do what he's doing. Chill the fuck out. Golnick said, even an ape can throw shit at you. Learn to respect them or keep your distance.
Put most of our money on that travel card. The big $8,000 expense. Even though we paid most of that.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
we like to.
Sorry, I had to fact check myself earlier because I like gave a statistic, but I was like wasn't super confident in it because I haven't studied it in a second since I did the other show. but they had 500,000 new immigrants come in with 40 million people in the population.
In
Sorry,
Germany?
I thought it was going to be a little less than I said.
That's a lot.
No, Canada.
No,
That's
okay.
a lot when they have a housing shortage. It's a wild number.
Yeah, but we'll get in there because I'm privileged and everything has always worked out for me, except for this past election. So now I've got to destroy everything that I have here for reasons.
I mean, for 41 million, I mean, yeah, that's pretty intense. That is crazy. I don't know how you do that with a population shortage.
Well, it's a good thing we're going to Germany.
I just had to fact check myself. Sorry, that was eating me up. Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
I was just saying that we
not
enjoy
even
the finer
listening.
things in life.
Told you.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Because I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago.
We enjoy the finer things with a perfect still. I'm sitting down and said they aren't putting their money on that card. They're spending money they don't have.
Bingo.
Exactly. That's, I mean, maybe I took this from him, but like in general, there's credit card people and then there's non-credit card people. The people don't seem to understand that, like, you didn't, just because you have a credit limit of $10,000, that doesn't mean you have $10,000. That's just how much you're allowed to borrow. That's it.
What?
Yeah. So in our budget,
So
we
you
have.
guys deserve all the good stuff, just not to work for it. Oh,
I mean,
No,
that's-
we
that's-
work for it. We set aside amounts in our budget so that we can go and do these things.
And education in Germany means I can afford an education so that I can afford to get a job.
Yeah,
to
this
pay
is
for
planning
the
for our
finer
Are you
future.
things in
saying the
life.
$12,000 in student loans is what's holding back? That's not even true.
Yep, exactly as Box said before, they could pay it off in 2 years if they want to. Colin said, no, credit cards are fucking magic. Not quite. Not quite. I mean, they can be. Yeah, you can be. Shout out to John Nada. Welcome to the party. Said Project 2025 is pure fascism. You gotta take that seriously. Otherwise, it's too late. Well, that's certainly what they believe. I'm sensing some sarcasm, so I appreciate it. But either way, welcome to the party. Love it, King. Thank you. Glumtech said, did they literally just say that they need to go into debt so they can afford to get a job? Yep. Planning for the future.
An education so that
Look for it. Oh,
I mean,
No,
that's-
we
that's-
work for it. We set
that's
aside amounts in our
why-
budget so that we can go and do these things.
and education in Germany means I can afford an education so that I can afford to get a job.
Yeah,
to
this
pay
is
for the
planning for our
finer
Are
future.
you
things in
saying the
life.
12,000?
And also, just an aside, why do you talk like that? You don't need to talk like that.
That we can go and do these things.
And education in Germany it means I can afford an education so that I can afford to get a job.
Yeah,
to
this
pay
is
for the
planning for our
finer
Are
future.
you
things in
saying the
life.
$12,000 in student loans is what's holding back? That's not even true. The median
Oh, John is dead ass serious. No sarcasm, pure reality. Deal with it. Closing your eyes doesn't help. And if you don't understand that, then I feel sorry for you. Well, I appreciate the sorrow. I really do. Glumzek said, cut out the bullshit paperwork and middleman and just use the credit card to start your own business. At least you don't owe money to an institution that is putting extra work on you for no reason. Yeah, right. These people can't even handle the credit card itself. And you think they're going to be able to start a business? Not happening. Not happening. I said, this is like watching children playing adult, pretty much. These two are absolutely entitled and absolutely delusional on how life actually works. Who raised these two? My chin is on the floor throughout this. And again, remember that it'd be one thing if we were talking about someone who grew up without parents and didn't have any type of role model. And I don't know exactly what their situation is. But again, you don't get to this mentality when you have to reckon with the reality of how money works. You only get here if you don't have to worry about money. And the one of the dark glasses one said, I've never valued money. That is very clear. So the most popular answer, why do you use credit cards here is for the points. But the points are made off the back of the people who can't pay their credit cards off. It feels bad both ways. Your points is another man suffering, late fees and interest. Don't be late. Don't spend money you don't have. Not my fucking problem. Glad we solved that. Mux9 said, it would take everything I have to not shake them and say, stop talking like that. It's obnoxious. And if you didn't notice, you will not be able to not hear it now.
Student loans is what's holding back. That's not even true. The median person is close to $40,000 in student loans that graduates from college. So 12,000.
We have to get to Germany by September.
It's the
By
time
September?
crunch.
By September.
Why?
The next school year starts in October.
I know, but you said you couldn't.
How is it predatory? Explain to me how I'm going to let you borrow money. You've just got to give me back that money. How is that predatory? Now, if we're talking about like the housing crisis, arguments can be made. Arguments can be made because that's a much bigger thing that, the average person isn't expected to understand the ins and outs of how mortgages work. I mean, again, that is still your responsibility, but it's more understandable why you would get into a predatory loan. But you give kids at 18 cars and tell them they need credit when they don't need it. What?
You didn't go to college because you have $12,000 in student loans here.
That's why I wasn't willing to go to college here.
That doesn't make any
He
sense.
spent 12 grand and didn't get much out of
Don't
it.
be a dumb next time. Go into it with a responsible plan. That's your problem.
But
and
you're
your
looking
fault.
at 12 grand
Germany.
in student loans
Yeah.
and more if we go to community college here versus the 300
No, again,
euros
that's not what I'm
in
saying.
Germany.
I'm just saying you saying you can't do it is incorrect.
But I can't.
Semantics.
What? That's not what that means. That's not what that means. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Caleb.
You saying you can't do it is incorrect.
Semantics.
Good. Stupid. What are you trying to do?
Straight-faced. Straight-faced.
Are you gonna go on to like fucking Destiny next and debate? Like what are we doing here? What are we do? Why are you here?
We're here so that you can give us a budget so that we can.
You need to give us a budget. You need to tell me what to do. Because if you don't tell me what to do, I don't know what to do. You need to tell me exactly what to do. Otherwise, I'm lost. So it's your fault. It's your responsibility to get me to Germany.
Why are you here?
We're here so that you can give us a budget so that we can go to Germany.
Use the fucking budgeting app then. Just use the budgeting app. Just fucking download Simpler Budget, create a fucking budget, it connects to your accounts and it'll tell you what you spend.
I already
What do you mean me?
I already have a budget.
I mean, why are... I mean, I definitely agree on we'll use the word propaganda for lack of a better term, on how important credit is. But I'm not understanding how you're saying that an 18-year-old doesn't understand the concept of borrowing money. This is how we get people like this. This is how we get people like this. It's not complicated. You borrow the money. It's not your money. You have to pay back the money. If you don't pay the money, you have to pay more money. That's it. One conversation with your children, and they will understand.
Budget, it connects
I mean,
to
follow
your
it,
accounts and it'll tell you what
already-
you spend.
I already
What do
have.
you mean me?
I already have a budget. I've got a spreadsheet.
Then why
I'm going through it all.
what are we doing? I'm
You need to
miserable
squeeze
right now.
blood from this stone so that we can have the money we need.
You need. I am speechless. I have not seen this level of entitlement mixed with ignorance in a long time. Quality said Canada, another country whose politicians hate their own people. Yup. I don't even know what that word is, so I'm just that's going to be between you two. Quality said, I've had a couple credit cards, never paid them a penny. In fact, they pay me with cash back. Well, that's using it properly.
By the time we leave.
Okay, well, we have USA.
I want to hear that. I want you guys to hear that again. The way that he so confidently says, you need to do this is my flabbers are gasted.
Spreadsheet.
Then what are we doing?
You need to
miserable
squeeze
right now.
blood from this stone so that we can have the money we need by the time we leave.
Okay, well, we have USAA.
We put a crap ton each month into our debt, but we're trying to
but
get
you
savings
spend a
where we
lot
can.
on it too. You put 1,474 towards it, but you spent 745. So it's like the balance didn't go down that much, even though you put 1,474 towards it.
So now our total debt is up to $22,000.
Yeah.
It's all fucking Mexican food. Cafe,
It's not always-
liquor,
it's
cafe,
not always
cafe,
Mexican
cafe,
food. We do spend a lot on
cafe,
booze. We
McDonald's,
like
cafe,
to-
McDonald's, going in, getting some bullshit from the gas station, McDonald's, Mexican food, McDonald's, Walla. Come on, guys. This is your
water
fucking.
bottle.
That's so many times. If you're going to do this, at least get like a Blue Apron or even Factor meals that you just throw in the microwave. They're expensive as shit, but I think cheaper than going to McDonald's 7 times a fucking week. Matthew said, I agree with Box. 18-year-olds cannot fathom 6-figure debt, especially debt that you cannot erase no matter what you do. That's, I mean, again, we're talking about student loans and mortgages. That's one thing. I'm talking about an 18-year-old with just a credit card. They're certainly not going to get a 6-figure credit limit off rip. When I didn't get a credit card until I was like 20, 21, right around that area. And my initial credit limit was $500. Even so, again, I agree that the idea of what 6 figures of debt actually is, I agree with that. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about swiping a card at McDonald's like these people are doing and not thinking about the fact that they have to pay that money back. Yeah, exactly. Quality said, are 18-year-olds adults or not? And again, I'm totally fine to say no, let's raise it to 25. But I don't think that an 18-year-old should be expected to not be able to understand the concept of a loan. There we go.
McDonald's, Mexican food, McDonald's, Walla. Come on, guys. This is your
water
fucking.
bottle.
Those
You're
are the
just,
water
I know what a fucking Walla is. Oh my gosh, Tap House.
Wait, how much? $86 at a Tap House, but what is the $40 on a water bottle? What the fuck? This better be a water bottle that sucks your dick. Oh wow. Oh wow. Let's see what we got here. It's a normal fucking water bottle. Why? Let's see. What's so amazing about these about these bottles? Hello there. I guess it's kind of like my dating profile. Well, I could go on about my cool free sip spout, fancy triple layer insulation, or my dazzling color options. We all know it's all about the pictures anyway. And yes, I photoshopped them all. Okay. The free sip water, introducing the free sip water bottle, available in various sizes, convenient 40, You deserve options when it comes to hydration and hold up right to sip through the built-in straw or tilt back to swig through the wide mouth opening. If that isn't exciting enough, no, it's not exciting. Where'd we go? Where'd it go? If that isn't exciting enough, this bottle is ready to spring into action at any time. Just push the button to flip the top open and push back down to lock and shut and keep germs out. But we should warn you, if you're one of those people who likes bottles that spill water everywhere, you're out of luck. Oh, man. So it's a water bottle. And see, we have the cheap one, but I'm going to guess they went, yep, with the 40 ounce. What are we doing? What are we doing? Shout out to Indie Bill. Welcome to the party. Said like and subscribe. I like that message. Welcome. Mark said, we are the richest nation in the world and people still feel the need to front. It's astounding to me. That is the entitlement. That is the privilege. Guantek said, YouTube won't let me comment this, but the best way to own a socialist is to give them exactly what they want. I believe it. I would love an update episode from them broke as fuck in Germany. That would be great. Yep. $40. $40. Insane.
I know what a wall is. Oh my gosh, Tap House, Schlausen House, winning us some bull and Creepage done.
What?
No.
I see the word creep. That's what I saw. Creep. You're a creep.
No, whatever. You spend a lot of money there. It looks like a restaurant. Wendy's, McDonald's, some balls.
It's not all Wendy's and McDonald's.
It's all
It
bull.
literally is.
We go to good restaurants.
Oh, that are more expensive. That's not what we're doing here. This isn't the health audit. It's the financial audit. So you spending a lot of money at McDonald's, a rebuttal to that is not, oh, but we spend more money. They just don't get it.
Quite. I don't give a fuck. You don't have money and you refuse to actually spend for things that benefit your life. You just run away. I don't know.
Crickets.
I'm not willing to take the risk.
And I know one of the big reasons I'm going to do
bitch.
another America versus Europe thing for a second. I know Europe is more left economically, but typically the United States has been more left socially.
Sure.
Historically, yeah.
Did he say, are you sure? You're going to move there when you're in 20 grand of debt and you don't know, because of politics, and you don't know their politics.
Stupid. The United States has been more left socially.
Sure.
Historically, yes.
Germany's very forgiving and very
Forgiving?
left.
It depends on where you are,
social.
but yeah.
Well, technically, actually, the numbers say that blah, 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 blah. You don't know shit about shit.
Social stuff.
But that is historically
if you're
the United
in
States
Berlin,
is
if you're
pretty
in
liberal.
any of the big cities in Germany, which we
The
would be.
You're in
scale is
Portland.
tipping.
You're in fucking Portland. What do you guys think you are?
No, we're leaving for the education purposes, and we're staying in the big cities in Germany for it's going to be.
The hope is that
For the what? For the what? You can't finish the sentence because you literally don't know what you're doing.
we
environment
will
is
be
here.
able to return to
Portland.
America eventually, once we have better educations and we're on better footing.
It's almost like the education isn't educating you. It's almost like maybe living a real life would teach you more than what you already know in these books. I said, I will eat my sock if they move to get accepted and make a living in Germany. I want the follow-up. I said, shit, me too.
In the event that
So you want to come back?
Oh yeah.
we would
Once
like
we
Trump's
wanna
gone.
stay over
For
there.
what?
After my degree, after
So we're
he's
going there
most of the-
just to get the degree. But I meant on like social policies. Obviously, there's like health insurance and stuff like that.
but you're right. Historically, we were doing pretty good, but now we're kind of
regressing.
things. At least the forecast into the future doesn't look super hot
In what way?
for that.
Gay abortion was repealed. Gay marriage is on the docket.
Can either of you even have a child? Genuine question. Can either of you even sire a child? MS9 said, these two are clueless. Magically, they'll return if Republicans are out of the White House. Well, that ain't going to be for a while. Right.
To end up in the Supreme Court's, I guess, on their docket as well.
I haven't seen that challenge.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in the next few months. It's
Is it though?
in the lower courts right now.
Context. So the sad thing is, I have a close family member who is literally going to be doing the same thing in a couple months. Same reasons, same budget. The only difference is they are going to Barcelona. Cookie cutter, copy and paste. They are all the same. They are all the same. Box said, I respect Rosie O'Donnell, a fat pig, for actually moving out of the U.S. to Ireland of all places. She's a crazy bitch. Probably has more to do with Epstein than anything, Epstein or Diddy than anything else. Just saying. Yeah, I'm saying neither one can reproduce. I'd put money on that. Yeah, I believe it. Context, we tried to talk to him, but it's exactly like exactly like these two.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in the next few months. It's in the lower courts right now. And so
I mean, she didn't leave in the first Trump presidency, so what's so different now?
being gay married, don't want that nullified.
Most of the legislation is in lower
Does
courts.
the court see you guys as gay married?
Yeah.
Because I'm legally a man. Like all of my documentation says that I am.
Even with the new
man.
stuff?
Yeah, even with the new stuff.
Okay, so then I guess this is a female with a lot of surgery.
Okay.
The new stuff currently bars you from renewing your documents and getting new stuff.
And then what would the court say about the marriage?
It would probably say that, like, when I went to go renew my passport or my ID or anything, there would probably be, like, it wouldn't go through. So I'd have to.
It's a whole bunch of
comport with reality. You'd have to comport with reality like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Mess. It's a big mess.
What it means right now is that,
guys, 2 minutes left on the swoggle and not a dime. Not a dime for poor little Morty.
Anyone who had like the original the old, like a different gender marker on their identification documents, when they go to renew, like an error is going to come up. They're going to say that they can't go through with your renewal because your documents don't line up.
Yeah. So we're getting out. We're waiting for term to be over.
Why do
and
you
then
want to come back though?
I am
We're
a
hopeful.
If we're so anti-American.
No.
Good question. Very good question. Why do you want to be here?
You mistake me. I am so
correct me.
very pro-America,
Are you though?
but we are not in the positions right now to do any sort of effective action to change it. Go to
Not
Germany.
that you're willing to do. You wouldn't apply for one scholarship, and you think student loans are the most evil thing ever created in the history of the world, even though a lot of people use them and end up in a better position.
Oh! Shout out to Caleb. We're not in a position to really take effective action. Yeah, that's because you're broke. That's because you don't spend money well. I said, well, gladly. Oh, it's not a personal thing. I'm doing my job here. I said, probably need another 12K to move to Barcelona. Yikes. Pro America? I doubt it highly. I said, shit, me too.
Loans are the most evil thing ever created in the history of the world, even though a lot of people use them and end up in a better position.
Oh, Box is cheating. What a cheater. A cheater. All right. Shout out to being a member for 4 months. Thank you, sir. And we will give Morty a treat. We love Box. We love Morty. So why not? Thank you, sir.
I mean, you haven't put in any work.
I've put in plenty of work. Thank
You're
you.
Have you
showing up to a job, but you haven't actually put in the effort. You just complain and then pretend like you're a victim and everything. That's what you've done from this conversation so far. And then, by the way, you then just go spend all your money on bullshit. Like, here it is. I have it. That's all. But nothing.
There's some good
You
restaurants.
got $150.
Yeah, good restaurants that you can't afford. Good restaurants that you can't afford. That's the point. There should not be good restaurants on there. That's the problem. Now, he said what they're saying does actually happen. What makes them think they'll get back in after 4 years? Oh, what an amazing thing if they went and wanted to come back and they were just like, you know what? We've just put a pause on all people coming into the country right now. That's hilarious. I mean, realistically, if they're citizens, I don't think it would necessarily work like that. No. I'm just trying to say these two piss ants aren't willing to risk getting aren't willing to risk getting arrested now that AG is taking action on domestic terrorists. True. Box, I want Caleb to do my budget. I would be honored. That would definitely help out, right? But as what's the app that he promotes? I don't know. It's in here somewhere. But yeah, there's a budgeting app that it's just counting. That's all it is. A budget is just counting. So if you just count, then you're good. Oh, the cheaters! The cheaters are showing up. Hot meat kettle. Meat kettle. Thank you.
Bottle of wine for a dinner.
It's good. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good
wine.
wine.
Guys, I can't pay for college. $150 bottle of wine.
No, for his birthday. That was for his birthday.
Happy birthday. Get a fucking degree. I don't give a shit.
No.
Birthdays are nothing. Who gives a
Yeah, right. You're 24. You're 24. You're broke as shit, 22 grand in debt, and you need a $150 bottle of wine. That's probably $19 at the liquor store.
Come on, man.
Happy birthday. Get a fucking degree. I don't give a shit.
No.
Birthdays are nothing. Who gives a how about we better our lives? I don't care. I'm not gonna coddle you. I don't give a you turned 24. It's an insignificant birthday.
It was a significant birthday for me.
Why?
Most of his birthdays have been not so much about him.
Historically, very.
Congratulations. Have a good one in 2 years. We're adults. I don't give a You're just trying to live a better life.
Yeah, to be 24 again. Oh man. But yeah, like this notion. Well, it's my birthday month. You're in debt by a lot. Bad.
One in 2 years. We're adults. I don't give a You're just trying to live a better life. Doesn't mean you have to spoil yourself now and delay everything and then run away.
No.
Oh,
you can and play at the same time.
You can, but you are not. Or you only are by going into debt.
You don't need to.
You sure
just
can
work.
when you're in a better place. You're not.
No, we're pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Are you 22.6K in debt? We're pretty good right now.
That's why you have to run in order to go to college.
If FAFSA is still around, I can stick to the online school and still complete my degree.
I mean, was that allocated via Congress for spending? If it is,
Well,
then an executive order can't take that away.
24-25
For now,
school
yeah.
year.
When they
But like they just laid off half the Department of Education.
I know, and that'll likely
they're-
be challenged by.
Well, this is a consistent thing where like you're saying, people always will come on the show completely broke, in debt, tell him he is wrong, and have an excuse for everything. Like there's a way to talk about the rationalization that you had behind purchases while also acknowledging that, yeah, that wasn't a good way of thinking. This is what I was thinking at the time, but I understand that that's wrong. I understand that that's stupid. It's like, no, this is what I was thinking. I planted my flag here, and to change my mind would make me a hypocrite. And I would much rather be $22,000 in debt than be a hypocrite. Hey, that is a sign up. There we go. Shout out to King Nirvana. Thank you, sir. And a treat for Morty. There we go. Thank you. Context said, notice none of their budget accounts for any of their trans needs. Good fucking catch. Yeah, I don't know. I said emotional and mental children. My God, I've never seen this level of stupidity shared by two people. If it wasn't so pathetic, it would be funny. I think it's hilarious.
In court for what we've seen.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they just revoked the.
I don't want my education being in limbo at the whim of a court.
Sure, your education paid for by somebody else.
Yeah. I want this. You're paying, but I want it my way. What's the old saying they have about beggars and choosers? Yeah, Germany will say, someone else will take care of it.
At the whim of a court.
Sure, your education paid for by somebody else.
I pay into the same systems that I am currently taking out.
I highly doubt you net pay very much in taxes. Net. Net.
Let's see.
Highly
For our
doubt it.
last year, we
Highly doubt
got
you
back
pay much net.
$1,500, but we still paid like a very significant
but
amount.
probably very small net. If anything, it's mostly Social Security, which you will eventually recoup.
I think
Not
we
with a good
paid
return on investment.
greater than 15 grand in taxes. Joint.
Okay, well, probably some state as well.
Yeah, state and federal. But
Yeah.
like we're
It always
paying.
seems like a lot of
Did
taxes.
you file jointly?
Yeah, I
Seems like a lot of taxes. Move to a country with way higher taxes than we have here. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time.
but
Yeah.
like we're
It always
paying.
seems like a lot of
Did you
taxes.
file jointly?
Yeah, I did our taxes this year.
Okay. What
Well, did
was
we file jointly?
Yes, we filed joint.
Okay.
Yeah, us making. I think we make a little bit.
Well, they did, but because they're also spending that 1,500, adding to their debt, what's left over, and when you add interest, you're paying towards it, but the debt's not really going down.
Under 80 grand. We still paid like 26%
That's a little more than
in
I thought.
taxes.
What income was filed? What did it say for the house?
Oh, I don't remember. But like
I had worked
I
like
think
quite a few jobs
income,
that
yeah,
year.
he worked a lot of
That
jobs
is,
last year.
I'm
So
really
you
bad
say
at
it's
doing my taxes.
$80,000?
That's our current joint income right now. But yeah, so I filed our taxes this year. Last year I filed my taxes and his taxes, and helped him with his previous year's taxes. He's got a thing with taxes. He doesn't
Yeah.
like paying taxes.
I really hate doing taxes. I've worked.
Oh yeah, because most people love doing taxes. But I'm just a little weird here, and taxes are just not my favorite thing.
He doesn't
Yeah,
like paying taxes.
I really hate doing taxes. I've worked
Who likes
like-
having money taken away?
multiple jobs for quite a few years now, and so tracking down all those W-2s is a nightmare.
Yeah, he just straight up didn't pay his 22 taxes.
Oh.
So I had to help
Right.
him for many painstaking hours get
How
all
much
of the
did you pay in
documents.
taxes, did you say?
Probably somewhere in the ballpark of 15 to 20.
Yeah, it would have
grand.
been about closer to 9 for federal for you, but I'm sure you
Oh,
got
yeah.
Oregon.
Yeah.
pretty
So
hard.
Oregon income taxes is
I put it in the QuickBooks.
brutal.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon income tax is brutal. We don't have state tax
They ain't having children.
or sales tax. That's what it is. We don't have
Yeah.
sales tax, but the income tax is brutal. I think my spreadsheet says we pay like 26% in taxes split
Germany.
between
Germany, even higher taxes.
federal and state.
It always looks like a huge chunk.
It absolutely is. However, it was an effective tax rate with Oregon being combined of about 19.4%.
That's probably because you weren't like
They make you do it so that they can so that you can make a mistake, and then they can be, you made a mistake, and then punish you for that.
all of your different jobs were different wages until you got on.
Yeah. Well, and I also never worked 40 hours a week because my
Yeah,
job's
prior to-
always
Prior to getting into
However, in
retail.
Germany, if you make that same income, you'll be, instead of 19%, it'll be 32.9%. So I hope you love paying taxes.
From 19% to basically 33. Yikes. Someone said no sales tax, so that bottle of wine was essentially free. Girl math.
I'll pay for
I
those.
will happily pay taxes if they're going to valid
I can
valid purposes. I
go
will
to the
pay
doctor.
taxes until the cows come home if they're there to benefit
a lot
the
of people
schools
think
around
on
me,
both sides of the economic system, left and right. A lot
fire
of sides think
departments,
that
police
they're going to have to cut
departments.
back on a lot of that stuff if they have to start investing more in their defense. If the United States doesn't invest in their defense as much as that's hardly even politics. You hear a bit more of that on the right, but economists on both sides agree that if the United States stops spending as much in defense there, which the current administration doesn't want to spend much in defense there, Germany will then have to fund more in defense as it essentially runs Europe.
Sure. Yeah.
Which means less of your tax dollars will be going to those things you like there, or they have to raise taxes even more.
I will
so I'm very curious to see what's going to happen.
I will also pay taxes for defense if it's going towards.
But that might mean the things that you
NATO.
care about might be cut, and or you're going to have to pay more for college, or that'll just be borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. I don't know.
Until the tuition of Germany goes from 300 euros
until things change, but you guys
we'll
are
go
running,
somewhere else.
Until things change, but you guys are running away from something right now with the anticipation of it to change. Why not? Until
it's not
things change
anticipation.
Here?
Things are already changing here.
Yeah, but most of the things you said, it's like the anticipation of it.
Yeah, you were talking about gay marriage and being deported as transes. No, that's not happening. Not at all. Guys, we are just past the 2-hour mark. If you would like to keep the party raging, you know how to do it.
Yeah. Well,
but I guess that doesn't apply.
In planning for the future, I don't want to leave my future up to chance.
Okay.
So we're doing the secure
So
thing.
the same applies there then.
I don't want to leave it up to chance. So I'm going to move to a country where I don't really speak the language to get an education that I don't know if I can afford to. Come on.
With potential higher taxes or.
Unless Germany goes from 300 a semester to 17 divided by 2.
I don't really know. That's not the only thing.
17 divided by 2. Yeah, well, I'm totally qualified. They're definitely going to bring me in.
I'm not against that. It's just it's your philosophy that I'm trying to bring down here a little bit, because you're a lot of run because right now is impossible here, whereas that's incorrect. Like the student loans, like look at your spending. A lot of that could be going towards college. Student loans, not the worst thing in the world if you do it correctly.
We also
I'm not
just
against
had
going to Germany. Germany's a great country. I've been there.
We just had a round of layoffs at our current position.
Yeah. Scary.
And we survived those, thankfully.
Surprisingly.
But I don't want to put myself in debt.
Surprisingly, what does that mean?
With the
layoffs,
says the person in $22.6 thousand of debt. Hey, Bucks coming through. Said I love to pay my taxes. With them, I buy civilization. I just wish they did more for less. I disagree. I think civilization would be way better with a lot less of this stuff being paid for by taxes and actually by the private sector. So, fair enough, but gonna have to disagree. We got Indy Bam. Cheaters are coming out. The cheaters are out at night. Thank you. 21 months. Very, very, very much appreciated. And Infam said, dude, why don't you guys put the message that you want in the thing? Because then I can just keep this up and you can have your message up there. You guys always do this. You'll put like feed dog or like no comment and then put another comment. That's why they're super chats. That's why they're there. Any film said, dude on the right, looks like that kid from Dazed and Confused. A little bit. Well, I said, again, it's not very popular, even with socialists, but it's a necessity. Disagree.
Put myself in debt with the
layoffs will always be a possibility.
Yeah, I know. And I'm worried about that. I'm afraid of that.
Well, that's why
I don't want to.
And, it does. I mean, if you want to talk about trans rights, there is a reasonable avenue to expect that perhaps among the things that would cause a layoff is people demanding, healthcare-esque things that other people don't need, like constant hormones, constant surgeries, shit like that. Maybe it's just like, you know what? I'm good. Oh, this motherfucker in the boom said your massage here. I could use a massage. I haven't gotten a massage Actually, I'm too ticklish for massages. I tried it once, and I don't know. I like if somebody knows how to get past that, there's got to be a way, right? Like it can't just be like no massages ever for ticklish people. Bugs. Based. There's no such thing as trans rights. I am basically pro-trans. Agreed. Thank you, sir. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Thank you so very, very much, sir.
Good possibility.
Yeah, I know, and I'm worried about that. I'm afraid of that.
Well, that's
and
why
I don't want
fully
to do
funded
student loans
emergency
because
fund. That's what it's for.
yeah, and we're working on that. We're
Are you?
currently
What
at
are we
1
working
month.
on? Germany or
No,
emergency
the
As we go out to nice places. That's working on building up. Okay.
emergency fund. We've got 1 month of all of our bills and savings. And
Thank you,
every
gentlemen.
month I just throw that into the bills account, and then we build that up again. And we build more than a month's worth at a
Do you
time.
owe on your student loans right now? Or
No.
are they deferment?
No, they're on deferred.
Yeah.
They're on deferment, or you're in like save, which is being challenged in court.
They're
Same. And it's embarrassing.
on deferment right now
Okay.
through the save thing, but
Oh.
the
Well, we don't know what's going to happen to that.
yeah, he's got a message saying that things are gonna have to start being paid in a couple months here. But
Maybe there was a court decision that I'm not aware of.
yeah, but we're still waiting on that.
Yeah. It looks like
Film said, wait, if you're ticklish, if a guy massages you versus a woman or just a woman because you're giggling like a schoolgirl while a guy massages you. I don't know. I only went once and I was a woman and I'm ticklish. Like, what are you asking? I said, I clicked my heels 3 times and said, please take me back to 24. And yet here I am. Unfortunately, unlike these people, we have to live in reality.
it's
But even with having to pay it, it's such a small amount each month that we're like, is it even worth it
Sucks.
to pay it? Because if we're in Germany, the foreign income.
But you want to come back.
Yeah, we want to come back,
But
but
you're going to come back in under 10 years?
yes.
Well, even still, I don't think the federal government's going to forget.
No, they're not going to forget. It's not a Sally Mae loan, thankfully. It's just a
Yeah,
federal loan.
but
But the federal income tax credit means he's not going to have to, like his monthly payment on it is going to be 0 while we're over there. And then when we come back, we'll just so
Finish a sentence. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with you? When we come back, every single time they actually need to articulate what the plan is, they drift off. How do you get even this far in life? How do you get this far in life? Being this dumb.
we're going to be living and working in Germany while I'm going to school. He's going to be working when I finish. I'm going to be working, and he's going to get as much of his degree out of the way as possible.
okay.
And in
Can
that
we
time,
get a better degree, though, please?
yeah,
Yeah.
I want him to get the auditing degree.
Do you want to get the auditing degree?
I really like the auditing.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about me and numbers, but like
Me too.
I
Yeah,
mean, you're able
we
to
spend a
learn
bit
it.
more than $1,000
The
a
things
month.
we talk about
Yeah.
on the show are actually really not that complicated. It's like you could learn this in like a month if you wanted to.
Yeah, he prior to this, he spent like a couple weeks just playing with Excel, going through an online course on that.
Excel's a
Yeah.
great tool. I mean, we're going to put you through all 4 of our courses. So go through those, take the quizzes together. Highly recommend it. They're bundled together for 30% off for you guys if you get them all. But again, more than anything, I recommend going through, just downloading the Simpler Budget app since you guys are connected on all that stuff.
Okay.
Input everything.
There you go. The simpler budget app. I'm not co-signing it. Never used it, but he's saying it.
Build out your categories, use the automatic connections, use the community chat in there,
There you
hold
go.
yourselves accountable. It's like the best thing you can get.
Yeah, with 12,000 euros saved up, by the time we're done with Germany and we come back, we should still have most of that 12,000 euros because we're going to be working most of the time that we're in Germany. So then we'll just come back and throw that the euros back into dollars and throw them at his student loans, and we'll just be done.
Yeah.
So for the student loans, I'm not super worried. I don't really.
Again, notice you said what you need to say, and he's just doing something. So, needing to fill the silence. Just chill. You're all right.
So for the student loans, I'm not super worried. I don't really think we should pay them. So that just leaves the rest of our debt to work through, which we're throwing like 40% of our income at right now. The rest of it going to bills and then a little bit to savings.
Yeah.
And McDonald's and a swallow water bottles and all that other bullshit. Let's not forget about that.
For what it's worth, you probably have a better chance in Germany finding that employment. Their unemployment rate, it's like 6% or something, where the average in Europe is something like 13% for people under 30. Yeah, no, their economies are not good. That is like an actual factual thing. But you should, I think you'll be fine in Germany. I'm glad you guys said Germany, because out of many of the European countries, that is like where they're at least like doing things. Do they have tech innovation, countries, or are they competing against China or the United States?
They've got special visas for IT professionals, and that's like if the education route is just taking too long, because you've got lead times in visa processing applications and stuff like that. Then we're just going to go with the IT work visa, and I'm dead set for that.
Oh, that makes me a little nervous, because the United States innovates.
Our tech industry,
China
right
replicates,
now,
and Europe regulates.
Miserable.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult right now.
I've got a buddy.
But that's closer to a normal job market, though, right? Like, we've had like the best job market for tech in the history of ever over these last 4 years.
That's what all these H-1B visas are about.
Closer to just normal. And it's difficult. It is difficult, but it becomes more competitive in a normal market. That's what happens.
The percentage of our unemployed workers is disproportionately unemployed tech workers
in Portland.
Like we hear about is people
in the US,
getting laid off in
Silicon Valley,
not being able to
stuff like
tech is hard. We all know tech is hard right now. That is absolutely true. But you have to remember, it's also coming from a place where 3-4 years ago, literally anyone could walk in and get like a 6-figure job in tech. It's a different world. It's having probably an overcorrection. It'll probably balance out.
With the German IT work visa, part of their application process is pairing you with industries over there to sponsor you for the tech positions that they have available.
So you have to do that too.
No, that's if the university. Yeah, that's if I need a work visa.
And when I looked at, they have a lot of resources online for finding jobs in Germany. They even have websites that you can look at for specific
websites, plural, because we know how do we tell them apart? Call them man and man bun. But wait, I don't know. Either way, this one only looks at one website.
Jobs in Germany. They even have websites that you can look at for specifically finding jobs where they're like looking for people who are immigrants.
I get it. In tech, the United States unemployment in tech is 3.3%. It's 6.2 in Germany. So it is double unemployment in Germany for tech. And remember, they don't have an overly competitive tech market in Europe, across Europe. They do, of course, have a tech market, but compared to the United States or Southeast Asia, they really don't. That's not a big sector they've really cared about. They more care about making sure the lids on your water bottles don't disconnect. I guess that's more critical than people having jobs. But yeah, I get it. And I hope you get the job. The unemployment rate is double in the tech sector there, from what I could find.
And just a little strong. Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't know that, but
the unemployment rate is double in the tech sector there, from what I could find quickly.
The unemployment rate could be crazy, but for the visa program, this is direct. Like, hey, we want you. You're a qualified individual. Here's
for what kind of job? What kind of pay range are we talking?
Germany, their pay range is roughly half of what we make here, but their cost of living is like.
I know, but if you're planning to come back, that makes it difficult.
It does.
Yes.
Okay, what is the $600 owed to Elliot's mom?
Not my mom. That's my ex-fiance's mom.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ! Anyway, said they're talking about the unemployed, useless IT workers of the 80% of people that got fired from Twitter. Fair. I said, man, they are hellbent on Germany. My heart goes out to them. Mine does not. Just like Caleb said, when you do stupid shit and stupid shit happens, that's what you deserve. Also, the fact that they can say this without laughing speaks volumes. They are actually serious with this nonsense. Dead ass. They are dead ass. Yep.
Your relationship with your ex-fiance?
With my ex-fiance, not good.
Why?
Just
Did you guys cheat?
no.
Okay.
And
I was not into dudes at the time of their breakup.
yeah. It was like we'd moved in and we spent a month living together, and that was a nightmare for both of us. And then that kind of fell apart, and she's like, let's still be friends. And I was like, I don't think that's going to work out. And it definitely didn't. We have not messaged each other since, other than like little passive aggressive comments.
But the debt is because for part of that you were living.
I lived with my
her mom's
ex-fiance's mom.
Then why would you not just take 1 month, just take $600 and get rid of that? Why is that hanging over your head?
Mom's house, because me and my little brother were living at my ex-fiance's mom's house because our parents sold the house underneath us and we had to find a place to live.
Yeah, his parents.
How long have you been out as trans?
Since I was like 15.
Okay, so when you guys met, you identified as.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I did not meet him as anything other than Elliot.
Okay. Is that all the debt? It's just those 4 debts? Wow, all that for 4 debts. You guys are in a much better position than like 90% of the people on this show. And guess what? The majority of them make progress. But of course, you guys can't because the system's against us.
No argument. No argument. No defense. Just, yeah, the system is totally against us.
We're when Elliot moved in.
This checking. Yes. What?
When Elliot moved in, we were we have 2 cars, so we're gonna get rid of one of those to take care of a good chunk of the debt.
Yeah, we don't need 3 cars.
Well, we don't own the cars.
No, we don't own the cars. I own my car outright. He owns.
So
his
this
car
is a
outright.
checking account, and it's.
Did I just hear that wrong? No, we don't own the cars. I own my car outright, and he owns his. Did I?
No, we don't own the cars. I own my car outright. He
Okay.
owns.
So
his
this
car
is a
outright.
checking account.
So you mean yes? What the fuck just happened?
And it's all just bullshit. It's going and getting some bullshit. Goodwill, it's a little hard to tell. You never really know. You can get knickknacks, you can get clothes, you can whatever. PayPaling out, Venmoing out, Craigslist, PayPaling out, getting some bullshit, PayPal out. What is all this PayPal out?
Paying
Instagram.
OF.
roommates for
First.
stuff.
Yeah, it's probably
Ah,
for groceries.
But I thought they all gave to you, you said.
Well, sometimes they shop too.
Yeah, sometimes they shop.
Sometimes I
Another
shop.
PayPal Instant $2.98, Venmoing out $2, Venmoing out $10. Cotton Bureau. I don't know what that is.
I don't remember.
And let's see.
Oh, that's the fun money account.
A fun money account.
Yeah, I budget out.
No, he said I own my car outright, and he owns his car outright. Then just say yes.
Out for us. So that's my fun money.
Oh, it's real fun because you're overdrafting. You're overdrafting.
I'm pulling from savings.
Yeah,
That's not what that means.
it immediately pulled from it because you didn't have enough. Good job. You're taking from savings for fun spending. What an upstanding individual. We're really going to survive.
not an
Guys,
overdraft.
Good point. Good point. So they said that they own the car, so there should be no debt. But are they shipping them in Germany, or do they need new cars?
it's the system. It's not our responsibility. Winning got some bullshit. Craigslist, PayPal out, overdraft, Amazon, PayPal out. My. That's one fun spending, keeping you away from getting into Germany quicker. The crazy thing is,
I'm not gonna lose sleep over
I've
the
sounded
fun
so
money.
anti-Europe.
Yeah.
I love Germany. Germany's a great place. I enjoyed visiting Germany, and I hope to again at some point.
I love Germany.
Great place.
Yeah. So what's
I
the
love all
tax
Europe.
percentage down there? You'll see the at a glance.
Probably
God.
withholding, but remember, you got to return.
That's fair. That's fair.
Plus, there's also Social Security, which you will get back. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
hope there's anything left for us. Jeez.
Unfortunately,
I don't know
our
what that
job
means.
doesn't do any as contractors. There's no 401k matching.
Sure.
I mean, I love my Sentra, but Honda has always been there. Always.
That's fine.
And I will never, ever, ever get an American car ever again.
Yeah, it's basically exactly what we just said. But of course, you get some back.
Yeah, we do get some back.
Okay. A bill account?
Yeah, so that's every month I take
Relay for Red, Living Writer, Netflix, Amazon, Spotify.
those are
What are we doing here?
yeah, those are our
Okay.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
Spotify is an absolute must-have.
Regular savings. This is stuff going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
back
that's
and
a lot of back and forth.
There's your overdraft. I mean, savings. I mean, it went down from. Was that down? No, that went up. Wait, did it? Yeah, it went up. What's in your
So that's, before when everyone's trying to saying, are they putting money into, I can't find it, but are they putting money into their debt? Yes. But when you get to this level of spending and this level of interest, then you can put money into the debt and the debt goes up.
So 5,000 in savings?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
our monthly bills is
I'd
somewhere.
rather get you to a risk-free position by getting yourself out of debt instead of using it to fool you. But
You want to race?
well, it's a weird situation, and you need about 12,000 is what they recommend having saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you need to actually move there?
A lot. Well, maybe not a lot more than that, but a lot more than you have.
12,000 plus the like plane tickets, which are not cheap.
It was about
And
visa
the cost of
costs.
our lawyer.
Using
Yeah,
that?
yeah, the cost of our
Yeah.
lawyer, which we already paid for, but we paid our immigration lawyer, and he's taking care of the application and all of that stuff.
Okay, and this
making
is
sure all
now
of our
ATM
documents are
withdrawal.
correct.
This is $404 in this USAA. ATM withdrawal, PayPal transfers, blah blah blah. Cafe ATM draw.
That's
Curry.
his, any ATM withdrawal of around $40 is going to be his.
Much more important than
What could that possibly be?
40.
Cafe ATM draw.
That's
Curry.
$200 ATM withdrawal.
any
Wait, oh, we gotta salute this. All right, he moved his face in front of the mic, so we should be able to tell.
Withdrawal, PayPal transfers, blah blah blah. Cafe ATM draw.
that's
Curry.
his, any ATM withdrawal of around $40 is going to be his.
I'm pretty sure that he said his pussy.
ATM withdrawal, PayPal transfers, blah blah blah. Cafe ATM draw.
That's
Curry.
his, any ATM withdrawal of around $40 is going to be his.
Am I wrong? Why else would they need to block that out?
Much more important than. our
I use
goals.
my fun money for it. I don't
How
spend
do you guys
outside.
have fun money? You're trying to get to Germany. You have bad
You
debt,
don't
and we
have-
can't afford to go to college. Where's fun money?
It's like $50.
It's $100.
Oh.
I don't.
So 200 a month, so that we can enjoy our life. Like I said, you can work and play at the same time.
I agree. When you're not in a position of immense risk, you're also
You can totally have a job and own a yacht. Like you could totally do that. Yes, it can be done. But that is completely irrelevant to what we're talking about. I think so. It was not $40. It was $240. Well, that one was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went up. Using 12.
Paid vacation.
This is $404 in this USAA.
That's
Curry.
his,
Yeah, this one was 200.
any ATM withdrawal of around $40.
Oh, of around $40. Damn. I'm lost. I have no idea what it could possibly be. Holly said, call me a psychic. Holly, you're a psychic. They will be in the exact same boat in Germany. The only difference is they won't have the money to come back. hopefully, Germany, you can keep them.
This is going to be his.
Much more important than our
I use
goals.
my fun money for it. I don't
How
spend
do you guys
outside.
have fun money? You're trying to get to Germany, you have bad debt, and we can't afford to go to college. Where's fun money?
It's like $50.
It's $100.
Oh.
I don't. I
So
don't-
200 a month, so that we can enjoy our life. Like I said, you can work and play at the same time.
I agree. When you're not in a position of immense risk, you're also delaying and saying you can't do the things you need or want to do because of your financial position, but you're blowing money on fun. So much money. Like, that is your personal choice. You can make that choice. That's fine. You can walk out and I will fully just be like okay with it. If you want to live that life, that is okay. But the conversation at this table is to usually go and meet the goals we're trying to get to and live a budgeted life.
No, I just want everybody to give it to me because I'm special.
Live a financially healthy life. You can live this life if you want. I don't give a f. That's your choice. Live your choices. Everyone can make their own choices. I'm down with it. I'm of the spirit that anyone can do whatever the f they want to do unless it's smoking meth in a fucking subway. Like, do what you
Yeah, do meth at home, please.
want to do. I
No,
don't
haven't,
care.
Haven't gone that far.
Do
Yeah.
what you want to do. I
mean-
don't care. That is you. I'll have sympathy, but do what you want to do. However, people come to this table to get to that better financial life, to take this seriously.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing that for me, Caleb. Why aren't you doing that for me?
I
We
don't
do
know.
take
To
it
you, it's just
seriously.
like
We take it
victim,
very
victim, victim,
seriously.
victim.
Most nines would wait until they learn that you have to purchase appliances for your apartment in Germany. They don't come with sinks, stoves, refrigerators, or washers and dryers. Yeah, but that's just like the cost of living. I don't even know. I tried, but I'm not that dumb. I do not know what they would say to this.
This seriously. I
We
don't
do
know.
take
To
it
you, it's just
seriously.
like
We take it
victim,
very
victim, victim,
seriously.
victim, and not understanding the systems that you're even against. It's like, what is this 2,600? Oh, it was taken out, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's rent each month. So
15 shares of
yeah, we
GameStop?
deposited
Wait,
into
no,
that.
what is this? Well, what do we? Okay, this is some stock account. We have 15 shares of something.
Yeah, we got 15 shares of GameStop.
Oh,
Critical. That'll get us to Germany. Okay.
I think we're up
Do it for the walls, bro. You gotta do it for the system, man.
on that actually.
And then 1,200 in this
Yeah.
retirement fund.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're up quite a bit on that. That's nice. I got that at a very low amount.
Wonderful. Budget.
There it is. Right on top.
No. I'm building a budget. I don't even understand the point because you have a budget. So if you have a budget, why don't you just? Well, what am I doing?
You need to squeeze more blood from this stone.
But you're not going.
He said it again. Again! He said it again. The audacity. The audacity. And especially in this show, he is, Caleb here is not a stranger to being like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. And the fact that he's not done that with these two is amazing.
Too. You want to with my poor
It just can't
wife.
be the fun money. Can't be that.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a budget. Can I have a budget? Thank you.
Oh yeah, that guy's right here.
It's just stupid. Okay. 4,800 comes in on a monthly basis. Was this a pointless conversation? If anything, I've just made people think I'm either far right or far left based on whatever they heard and didn't like.
I mean, they're your words, Caleb.
I know, but I just
It's your fault that we think you're a bigot because you said numbers work.
never gave any of like actual opinions. I've talked about Europe's economic system and our economic system, but it's just like this is a dangerous conversation because people hear that shit and then they immediately think they know your entire ideology, which I guarantee you don't. Debt payments.
that sounds like a them problem.
No, it's a me problem because sometimes people
Wait, what is a them
know
problem?
your entire ideology, which I guarantee you don't. hear that system in our economic system, but it's just like this is a dangerous conversation because people hear that and then they immediately think they know your entire ideology, which I guarantee you don't. Debt
Maybe not for him, but for them, we absolutely do.
payments.
That sounds like a them problem.
No, it's a me problem because sometimes people get turned off when they think they know your politics.
I don't know. I'm okay with people knowing my politics because I feel
Well, no,
my
you have no
politics.
impact on anything. You don't have a platform. No, nothing happens when people know your politics. What's your rent?
$1,300
Utilities?
included in the rent.
Internet?
We pay $22 a person for that, so $44.
I also don't have an ideology. I really don't.
Everyone has an ideology. You just don't have. You just didn't pick an ideology off of a tree like these two did.
It's bad to have an ideology, in my opinion, because then all of a sudden every opinion you have to have has to stem from the ideology instead of trying to be open-minded about whatever realities.
He's talking about a set ideology, and so fine. He doesn't subscribe exactly what I just said. He doesn't subscribe to a particular ideology, but the ideas that you have are your ideology.
Open-minded with an ideology.
Yeah, but it immediately
But you're not, are you?
comes back to stemming from that. People have a hard time getting outside of their ideology because it's such a core basis.
Yeah.
And so I try
Lots
to be
of one-track
ideology
minds
less.
out here.
Now, that being said, I try to be more in the realm of like freedom. Like if I have to pick one, I tend to at
Personal
least,
freedoms.
well, in general, just people doing whatever what they want. Like I tend to lean that way if there's not hardcore facts on either
I'm
side.
a pretty big do what you want as long as it's not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, gas, vroom, drive.
50, like $25 a month. I drive a hybrid.
Okay, so but utilities are included?
Yeah.
It's a good deal. Phone bill?
Do you pay your?
No, I don't pay a phone bill.
Okay. My phone's paid off.
15.
But do you?
How much is one share? How much is one share of $28? Okay, so I mean, what is that? Like $600, something like that.
Have coverage?
It's the family plan. I don't.
So you don't pay?
No.
Yeah, we can't pay for anything. Okay. TV fund. Anything else you need to survive? 200. Food, groceries, 300, 600. 600. Use the cookbook we have. You get that in the premium version of the budgeting app.
I'm
You guys
excited
get
about
for
that.
free
I like
forever.
cooking quite a bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, with going out as eat as much as you do, I wouldn't have believed it.
No, that's
medical
that's
health care costs on a monthly basis, medications,
I'm on
whatever.
my parents. He's got.
Yeah, sure, but like
Medicare.
co-pays and.
Oh, no, not
Okay.
not a lot.
I'll also set you guys up with 3 free therapy sessions with SounderMind. I use
Cool.
them. Audience uses them.
That's
Pretty
nice.
good. Actually, I'll get you a course career certification of your choice if you want something that
You can
boosts
get-
you in
you
the
can get an
tech
auditor.
field.
If
There's
you-
a lot of tech stuff there that can help really up your income. Okay.
All right, let's skip to their final score because I don't really need to hear their actual budget.
One
But
venture, pay that off in like 6
let's
months
see,
after that.
what do they got?
Student loans I wouldn't pay off. I'd just do minimum payments so it's paid off. You can pay off the mom situation in like no time, in less than a month. I mean, this is fucking stupid. I really don't get it. Move to Germany in a year. I mean, I don't care. Like,
We got to get there by September though.
September.
We need
yeah,
the
5,000.
five grand. We need seven grand more. It's roughly
Well,
like
you can
8
afford
'cause
it.
of,
You can get there
conversion.
if you follow the budget. You can get there. You can also pay off some debt.
All right, let's get to it.
It's
What do we
possible
got?
that you receive just 2 out of 10 spend
All right.
0
All right.
effort into that.
That is.
So we're getting a tongue
Put your
lashing
soul-
here?
instead of you actually going out there. You haven't applied to one scholarship. One. So I have a hard time with this. Listen, if you apply to every scholarship in the world, you've worked your ass off, you've put yourself to your limit and tried every single option and you couldn't get there, that is
That would be one thing.
where I'm like, let me pay for it even. Like, I don't even care. But you haven't put in one single ounce of effort into that.
And they still feel entitled to everything. It sounds like they're getting their phone bills and perhaps some healthcare covered by their parents. What happens when they move to Germany? I mean, parents could still pay in different countries, so that would probably be the same. Did Caleb get through to them? I don't think so.
That is simply
Spending
not
in a
true.
budget score you overspent 0 out of 10. Debt, I mean, family debt's pretty rough, but it's going to be a 2 out of 10. It's not the worst debt. Emergency fund, well, yeah, but it's going to the Germany situation, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 there. Retirement, definitely behind. Technically started 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10. No, 24, 1 out of 10. Real estate, 0 out of 10 for now. Honestly, I think you guys could be in a lot better place if you just kind of grew up. 2 out of 10.
If you grew up, you'd be fine. 2 out of 10. Yikes. Yikes. Healthcare is free in Germany, but it's paid by the US. And so they'd be like, well, yeah, that's exactly why we're going. That's exactly why we're going. And so, again, you just come back to the same thing of why does this stereotype exist? That people like this are uneducated. They don't understand the world. They are privileged. They have strong ideas about things that don't make sense. Go down the list. It's because there is some type of bubble that allows these people to have these ideas way too long into adulthood. This should be the type of ideology that you have maybe 22, 23, before you get into the real world and you actually realize, oh, those pie in the sky ideas, yeah, they sound nice. It would be cool if that could be how things worked, but they don't. Anyfilm said if they're on a family phone plan, I don't know that would be covered in Germany. Also, if they're on their parents' healthcare up until they're 26, I don't know if that's covered in Germany. Well, they're saying that the healthcare is free or universal rather in Germany, so that they don't have to worry about. But yeah, I mean, it's very clear that they have not looked through look through the different aspects of what this entails. They said, Orange Man bad. Oh no, he won. We've got to leave. We'll figure out the rest later because we're obviously on the right side of history and we're good people. So things are going to work out. That's how life works, right?
Stupid.
I would love to see an update from them. I kind of feel like we won't just because we already know. Like the only reason to do an update would be if they actually pulled this off. And, went to Germany, got their education they wanted, had money, had jobs, were able to come back, and were doing well. That would be the update that would be worth watching. Otherwise, it's just more of this. So I wouldn't expect it, but I kind of feel like we already know where that is going to go. So a big shout out to all of the donations. Thank you. Of course, we started out with TV Viewerski, co-sponsor of the stream, along with our boy IndieFilm. Thank you so very, very much, guys. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I know that you could be spending your night doing anything, yet you are here hanging out with me and Morty, and I very, very much appreciate it. Guys, if you are a member, make sure you join the Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. And if you are a member, we are headed right now over to the after party. You can join. Thank you, King Nirvana. Just drop the link to the Discord. If you could drop the join link as well, in case anybody wants to come on through. That's where we're going to be. Once again, guys, this is Morty, and I have been your host, Lutch, a.k.a. the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Peace.